Okay, class, so let's continue with what we were doing in the last class, and let's do a recap. So in last class, we were able to connect from the VMVC with a web client. So web client and CleanNet client to the ESXi servers, and both ESXi servers. Then we created some local storage there. Local. We created data store. We added disks. And on both, and then restarted it as well. Then we went ahead and created a virtual machine and talked about certain portions of that. Then we had to upload for the virtual machine, upload an ISO for Win2K12, and that there was an issue with the browser not doing that, and then we but it was uploaded in the data store, and then we were able to install or start the installation of Windows 2012 inside VM. Then we joined the machines, joined the ESXi, to the domain, Microsoft domain, and then created a security group there, and went for our domain administrator to log into web client and access the ESXi host, right? So this is, and we talked about all the reasons why we were doing what we were doing. What we did in this class, please do repeat that at home and create screenshots, and put it in your Microsoft Word file and email me. Also, if there are any exam related questions you want, it's already there, but you want the latest versions. Also, there's okay, I'm recording that. Yeah, also there are resuming now. Okay, so that's what we were able to do last time. Let's go ahead and try to, so what are our objectives today? We are going to, let's install, some of us may have done it already, but let's install or make sure everyone has it, Google Chrome to VMVC, and then try to connect the client, web client from there. But this is mainly we're gonna be trying to use this one because it's more smoother than Internet Explorer when it comes to plugins that we have to add later. So then we need to copy VM. We need to copy vCSA. So it's VCenter server appliance inside C drive of the VMVC virtual machine. So we need to copy this ISO, which I just put there in the software in the software folder of the host Windows 2012. So vCSA inside C drive software folder, just like last time we were copying some other software. So VMVC machine. So this is the thing when we're going to do, and then talk about the vCSA, the virtual. So what is vCenter architecture, and how can we really, there are two types there. What are the two types, and what is the design? We need to talk about the design as well, how we can deploy that, and also we have to make sure that how both of the vCenters get deployed, and why would we choose the one over the other. So we need to talk about all that, and last, what are the features, an overview. It's what? Okay, what are the features of vCSA, and let's try to create the initial design, like adding data center, adding hosts to the vCenter. We're gonna try to do that all. So let's get going. And first, before we start the slides, we need to make sure that so let me just put that in a Word file so we could actually edit that later as well. So we need to make sure that this VMVC machine here, VMVC, it has two software. One is Google Chrome, and one is vCSA, which is vCenter Server Appliance, right? So now if we want to put, and it has to be put inside where? C:\software folder, right? Where are they located? They are located on the host Windows 2012 server, in the software folder there. From the host Windows 2012 software folder, you have to copy it in the VMVC virtual machine software folder, right? So if I go, and let's just go to that to our machine now. So VMware Workstation should have been started by everyone. Is it started by everyone? So this is the VMVC machine, of course, and let me just put it on Magnifico. So in VMVC machine, if we go and log in, so let's just log in from all the machines and quickly see what's going on there. So VMware admin, logging in from DC, and then log in from VMVC. Seriously. Okay, let's just log in still and check the local software folder. So the software folder of VMVC, you already have the vCenter that is for Windows, that is installed on top of the Windows, right? So I'm just gonna go, let's just check our File Explorer and go for C drive in VMVC. Everyone there? So software, so what's there right now? Does it look like this? That's everyone has that, right? Yeah. So this is the VMVC. So inside the software folder, we need vCSA and Google Chrome, right? Yeah. Okay. So where's that? Now we can just minimize the whole VMware Workstation. Minimize that. And oops, what happened? Okay, I'm reconnected. Yay! So here now your C drive on the host Windows 2012 should be having this software, vCSA, right? vCSA, and Chrome setup, this one. Yeah, is everyone in the host Windows 2012? So if you minimize the VMware Workstation, so can you go to File Explorer or the yellow folder? Yes. Do you see exactly? So no, not in.
I don't have any software folder on the C drive.
On the C drive.
I don't have.
Yeah, because are you inside the remote desktop? You're looking inside.
No, I'm on the physical line.
So you did not connect to the server?
It's on the host.
So now we can, bazooka back something.
No.
No, but no.
Okay, hold on.
So let's connect to the server, and
Okay, software is there.
yeah. Okay,
Yes,
cool.
I was going to plan.
Okay. So Chrome setup, VCA, and guys, what is this? VIM setup, 2.7 GB this, and vCSA Appliance 2.83 GB. So this is for it's the vCenter, which is installed on top of Windows. This appliance gets independently installed as a virtual machine inside either ESXi, which is what we're gonna do, or any other VM Workstation and ESXi. These are only two choices we have, right? So let's just copy all three because we will be needing those. So if you select Chrome setup, vCSA for appliance, and VIM setup for the vCenter that installs on top of the Windows. So right click and copy all these three. Everyone sees all these three? Everyone sees that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna go back to VMVC. Okay, again. So here, all these three are selected. You have to press the control key. Okay. Right. So if you press control key and click, you should be seeing all three. Ola, you're able to see that? Okay, that's everyone is able to see that, right? Thipan, you're doing it? Okay, cool. Right. Okay, so copy and just go for VMVC.
Yes.
And there's a software folder there as well, like Z's. And right click and paste, right? Yay! Everyone is able to paste? Yep. Paste? Toothpaste? No, not toothpaste, just the paste. So, okay, while this is going on, control the virus key. Oh, okay, you can just keep the control pressed. Okay. So, while this is going on, let's go for our slide and try to check what is vCenter. So I'm just gonna zoom it off. Okay. So, yeah, it's pretty boring. Okay, just kidding. Yeah. Okay, so first of all, screenshots, everyone. So please repeat what we are doing. Repeat that at home and create screenshots. Put it in Microsoft Word file and send an email to me. Second thing, we are doing this already. Let's copy vCenter to Windows from 2012 host to the C drive VMVC and copy Google Chrome. While this is going on, I hope this is going on with everyone. Let's go ahead a little. So this is the setup we have, and guys, so now what we're gonna do today is we're gonna have on ESXi we have on ESXi, we already installed or deployed one virtual machine by connecting web client to ESXi 1. Now well, we can deploy a second machine, but the thing we're gonna do is we're going to deploy a vCSA as a third virtual virtual machine there, right? But what is vCSA? Anyone knows that? Well, central dashboard for maintaining the whole environment of ESXi. But deploying it here will be a question that, okay, if we deploy it on an ESXi, then how do we control that? But for that, let's just talk about vCenter while the whole thing is being copied. Also, what we're gonna do is IP address for when we are deploying hypervisor, we're gonna take care of all these steps as well. And this will be the link at the end if we are able to deploy vCSA successfully. Now let's go ahead a little and talk about vCSA, which is the second slide. Excuse me. So vCenter is a service that acts as a central administration point for ESXi hosts and their virtual machines connected on a network, right? This service directs the actions of virtual machines and hosts. So you can see from the diagram itself, explanatory, that when you have more ESXi servers, and these are 3 here, but in big organizations it's always like 20, 30, 50, 100 ESXi hosts. Each host being high-end could have 20 virtual machines. C drive to
VMVC, like from the host to the VMVC, private, it's not showing the.
Did you install the VMware tools for? Okay, resuming now. So vCenter just handles all the ESXi hosts, and let's go ahead a little. The diagram shows the supporting components of vCenter server. Now we need to talk about platform services controller with vCenter single sign-on. So now there will be some new terminology coming that we haven't discussed before. vCenter server and additional modules. So this is we already have Active Directory domain here. vSphere web client, we installed that too. Actually, I forgot to mention in the recap. We installed the thick client as well, right? And these are all the hosts, but and we still have to install the database. We haven't done this. vCenter server and additional modules, we're going to talk about that, but there is that new design change here. Platform services controller with vCenter we're going to be installing. And what is that? Let's talk about all that. Anyone knows already that platform services controller was in version 5.5 of VMware or not?
Yeah.
Sorry? Platform services controller was in 5.5 or not? Yes or no? No, it was not there. Exactly, it is in 6. It has been introduced. So guys, what's new about that? It's just you could just scale much bigger with that, in large organizations. So scale out a lot. So vCenter server has additional services and interfaces that provide important functions. So platform services controller is going to be deployed with vCenter. It has certain tasks and roles which were part of vCenter before in 5.5. Now in 6 they have separated that, so you could install platform services controller separately, but okay, the design is still coming. Design part is still coming. In fact, let me just take you first there. Platform services controller, vCenter includes the platform services controller. The platform services controller includes a set of common infrastructure services. So vCenter single sign-on, that was part of vCenter software itself in 5.5. Now it is part of platform services controller. So we can have this and actually all these installed on a separate server as well if we wanted to, and we can install it in a one vCenter installation both. What happened?
Shut off by itself.
The machine?
Yeah.
Oh, you're on that. Oh, you don't need this machine and those machine. You can set even the back machine, which will not shut off, but you can still connect to remote desktop. You can connect from anywhere to. Yeah. Oh, these machines are still not being used by anyone. Oh, you sat there.
Okay.
I should have.
They didn't fix it.
Yeah. So, thank God we have remote servers. So, okay. So.
I'm coming.
So this platform services controller contains these services which could be separately deployed, separately from what? Separate from vCenter server, right? VMware. We have nowhere. Okay, so other features are installed under the vCenter server component. You can install vCenter server and the platform services controller on the same or different machines. So first thing from this slide, platform services controller has these separate services which were part of vCenter in 5.5, but they have been separated in 6.0. And why? Let's talk about that. And then we're going to talk about the services as well. What are these services? But now it's a separate installation for these services, but we can deploy both, which we're going to do today. We're going to deploy both, and that is called platform services controller embedded. So this means vCenter and platform services we're going to install in one go. Just next, right? But what happens here is it's our choice that we want to install it in one go or we want to install it separately. But why would we want to install it separately? That's also coming here. So vCenter server services and functions. The vCenter, so before it was platform services controller. What type of services are there? Single sign-on, which lets us sign into all the VMware services. VMware license server, lookup service, search, certificate authority, So certificate authority to issue certificates to for security, for authentication and encryption. Certificate store to issue certificates from there. VMware directory services as well for lookup of its own objects and users and all the other stuff. So this is part of the platform services. Now, what is vCenter server containing? vCenter server group of services contains vCenter server itself, VMware vSphere web client server, inventory server, of course, auto deploy if you want to deploy a large amount of ESXi's or large amount of VMs. So vSphere ESXi dump collector and system log collector, right? So these are the services, but that's not all. When we install vCenter, it's huge amount of features that we're going to check there. But right now, what we need to know is that platform services controller contains these services, and vCenter server contains these major roles, which we're going to be talking about in detail later as well. You cannot distribute these vCenter server functions. These cannot be distributed. When you install vCenter, these get deployed with it, right? We cannot separate them on separate servers and make them highly available, right? So server functions across, so you cannot distribute these vCenter server functions across multiple servers. When you install the vCenter server component, all of these features are included. Okay, so but services are divided into two major platforms, we can say. So let's go ahead a little and talk about so how can we connect from there? ESXi and vCenter server communication. So ESXi in 5.5, if I go to this, suppose you've installed ESXi here. Suppose you've installed, vCenter here. Now we used to also connect with that client we installed, vSphere client. So first we log into vSphere client, and from there we would connect to vCenter. The same way that we used in last class, we installed vSphere client, and then we were able to connect to an ESXi host, right? The thick client, right? So we used to do that, right?
Yeah, sorry, just one quick question. Since platform services controller is an addition to version 6, can the vCenter server still work without the PSC?
Without?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
So that's why there is, for smaller organizations, you can have it embedded. So it's just one go, both services installs. Otherwise, if you are a large organization, put the platform services controller separately, and then what will happen if you have more than one vCenter? One vCenter is already controlling lots of ESXi hosts, right? But it's a very large organization. You have one vCenter controlling one branch of large branch, and another vCenter also in another branch. So in order to coordinate their efforts, you can have then platform services controller central dashboard to see what's going on in both vCenters, right? If you have more than multiple vCenters because of large branches, so platform controller services can then coordinate all the effort between them. All the backups are going on, communication going on, and whatever other connectivity and vMotion or anything else going on. So from platform service then becomes the central figure there.
So in version 5, so was the vCenter server working without the PSC?
Yeah.
Or it was embedded?
So the services that we say that now they are inside PSC, the services that are there, they were inside vCenter.
Now I get it.
Yeah. Right. So those services which work on higher level, they just provide some of the like certificates. Whenever you need it, then only otherwise it's just sitting there. So when you need the certificate for more than one vCenter, then it has to be somewhere else on so higher platform. So that's why PSC, some of the services that can be made centrally available for different vCenters, so they are included in the platform services controller. Right.
So in case of multiple vCenters, one PSC is good, or?
No, we can have multiple PSC as well, and it could be highly available as well. So exactly, that's the design diagrams that are coming, and very crucial. So as the slide says, we were able to connect with vSphere client, the thick client, which we installed as a separate software. Now we can have and it was also introduced there as well, web client, but now mostly we are supposed to connect from web client, which is just one URL that opens the vCenter itself, right? We don't have to use the vSphere client, but we did install it last time just to know, how do we use that and install it, right? So this host D and VPXA, these are the agents with which we try to communicate. The vSphere client tries to communicate with host D through host D daemon or the service to communicate with ESXi and do remote tasks, any tasks we were able to do. So that's the host D service that is there. When we install vCenter, then VPXD service or daemon, in Linux we call it daemon, right? So through this talks to ESXi through this service called VPXA, right? So, well, these are interesting exam questions, but normally if you just shut down this service, you won't be able to communicate with ESXi, the host D service. If you shut down or stop this service, VPXA, you won't be able to communicate with that particular ESXi through vCenter. So if vCenter is not installed, the VPXD is not there, right? VPXA is not there. But now if this service is there, host D and VPXD, but web client can be accessed from any of the server, and VMware vSphere client, which is the thick client that connects, that will still connect for the host D. So these are the service names through which we communicate with ESXi, either from vSphere client or from vCenter, right? These are the services there. And the ports, of course, you have to open in the firewall, right? But let's go ahead a little. Default vCenter server plugins. vCenter server is installed with a set of default plugins. When we install vCenter, we're going to go to this page and we're going to try to see what plugins we have. But what are the plugins? The vSphere web client has several plugin packages. Plugins are applications that provide additional features and functionalities to vCenter, right? And it just shows that VMware plugins are VMware vSphere Update Manager. We know what is update. Yeah.
Sorry, can we go back?
Yeah, sure.
Previous? Yeah. So you still don't have the vCenter server installed, right?
No.
Now we don't.
No. Then how were we connecting when we were using the
Web client from VPXD.
So we at least had the VPXD
Yeah,
installed on VMDC.
Yep. So, okay. Where were we? Okay. So, vSphere Update Manager, VMware vCenter Site Recovery Manager, and others. There are many plugins there, right? So, third-party plugins from EMC, NetApp, HP, Dell, and others. About EMC, the good thing is they are providing their EMC is one of the top ones in storage, right? Top companies in providing storage to VMware, especially VMware environment and others, which our environment wants storage. But EMC is one of those top ones which companies are using. We have, EMC is providing software version of their storage as well, and free. So that's so cool. So we can actually see the management platform of EMC, and actually we're going to install that. First we're going to use the Windows, but then we're going to go for EMC. There's also a Synology that is connected to the network, but we need to, it's going to be tricky to communicate with a physical device that's outside, and we have all our own environments, vCenter. The main thing is we are able to use all the advanced features with storage. If we are able to do that with software, EMC software as well, that's also good. I'm going to try to see if NetApp also has that, so we could at least have experience with the storage of NetApp as well as EMC. So when in the production environment you see that, or in the interviews they ask, at least you would know that EMC, what are the management options there, what are the services EMC storage provides, remote storage, right, for VMware. So that's a good thing that EMC has provided free remote storage software, just like we can just convert any Windows into a remote storage as well. So okay, vCenter server appliance by the end of this lessons. Yeah. So vCenter server appliance, we're gonna be trying to first install this. vCenter server appliance is a pre-configured Linux-based virtual machine, right? Virtual machine. It's not a separate. Well, it is in the form of separate software as well that we can install on top of the Windows, and we have that too, which we just copied now. And then it's a virtual machine as well. Runs on SUSE Linux Enterprise Server 11 Update 3. Can be used with 5.5 and ESXi versions. So previous one and this one is pre-packaged with a built-in SQL server, or you can use Oracle server as well, database for database purposes, or for remote storages. But this is not for remote storages. This is for actually inside whatever objects are there, how many virtual machines we create, and all the objects we create there. So so it's like virtual machines showing there, suitable for environments with up to 1,000 hosts, and this is embedded one, 1,000 hosts and 10,000 virtual machines. And we're going to install, of course, embedded one for now. Then we can install separate SQL server as well, but we can see that supports an external Oracle database as well. Is equipped with the vCenter server appliance console, used for troubleshooting and configuration. Supports centralized authentication. So I wanted to ask a question, but maybe it's too early. That why would we want to install vCenter as a virtual machine, and is it better to install vCenter on top of Windows to remotely configure and manage everything?
The appliance?
The appliance we install as a virtual machine. So virtual machine has to be installed inside what? ESXi server? Any hypervisor, right? Any type of hypervisor. It could be a hypervisor ESXi itself, where we have it in the environment, or we can have VMware workstation even in production environment, and one virtual machine is dedicated for vCenter purposes, right? So we can deploy vCSA as a virtual machine, but where do you want to deploy that? Either even in production environment in ESXi, the host itself, or VMware workstation in your laptop, and from there you can still handle all the ESXi hosts which are remotely available. Or you can deploy it on top of a Windows platform, Windows 2012, Windows 2008. Just install vCenter. I mean, many environments have that. Many other environments have the VM as well.
I've always had the idea that the appliance were meant to run independent of Windows, like.
Yeah, VM as a VM.
Okay.
So it's independent of Windows.
Okay.
And we're going to see that how we are going to deploy that. Supports an external Oracle and database. Yes, we went through that. Is equipped with the vCenter appliance console, used for troubleshooting and configuration. So appliance is equal. We talked about it last time. So Windows, on top of Windows, vCenter and the appliance one are totally equal in all the function and features we have now. So you don't really have to go for Windows license and install one on physical server and then go for vCenter. But let's just see today how it does happen that. So here is another design diagram that we already discussed. So vCenter server appliance is functionally equivalent to vCenter server installed on a Windows server. Okay, we can install it on the Windows server as well as we just talked about it as a VM. vCenter server appliance can be configured with an external platform services controller or embedded platform services controller. So what we are doing today is this, where when we start the installation of vCenter, the platform services controller will, the services inside the platform services controller will be available as well when we are doing the vCenter. So it's an embedded or one go, everything gets installed, just like in 5.5, right? But we can have this separate as well. What I was talking about, if there is one branch with one vCenter taking care of all the ESXi hosts, and there's another large branch that is taking care of the other one, then platform services controller can actually coordinate, or would be used as a central database to actually control the two vCenters. Otherwise, vCenter is the central dashboard, right? We use to control ESXi hosts. But if there are multiple vCenters, then we must have some other central dashboard to actually control those vCenters as well. It goes larger and larger, scales out to bigger and bigger environments, right? So vCenter Server Appliance can be configured as a distributed vCenter Server instance. You can combine vCenter Server Appliance instances and vCenter servers. So you can install, you can connect in one branch. You installed it as a separate virtual machine, an appliance. In another branch, you've installed on top of Windows operating system, you install the vCenter. You can connect them through Platform Services Controller, right? Okay, we can do that. Then there are some more design tasks here. Enhanced mode just mean that enhanced linked mode just means that Platform Services Controller are connecting. So enhanced link mode with an external Platform Services Controller without vCSA, it's just connecting two vCenters, right? So it's enhanced link mode. It's linking vCenter servers with the help of Platform Services Controller. And then you have this Platform Services Controller, multiple Platform Services Controller as well that are linked together. And one Platform Services Controller is handling more than multiple vCenters, and another Platform Services Controller is handling multiple vCenters. So they can also be connected with enhanced link mode, right? And in high availability mode. But we haven't talked about high availability, I mean, in detail. We haven't tested the high availability, but we know the idea that, okay, if one goes down, the other one keeps the show running, right? There are many design diagrams here, but I'm just gonna try to concentrate on installing that, and we're gonna keep coming here as well. But deployment models not recommended for the Platform Services Controller. What are not recommended? Enhanced link mode with embedded Platform Services Controller. So embedded means in one branch you have Platform Services Controller as an external. In another branch you have Platform Services Controller as embedded with vCenter, one installation. So they don't link together, then they're not recommended. So you must have external PSC here, external Platform Services Controller there as well to be able to link together, right? And combination deployments of both embedded and external Platform Services are also not recommended in same just like it's saying there. So one embedded and second one as external are not recommended, right? And then there is external vCenter. So deployment model not recommended for Platform Services Controller enhanced link mode, external vCenter server. We're going to be talking in detail, in depth about that too. This is just introduction of vCenter. So we're also trying to talk about the high level design. External vCenter server system linked to an embedded platform. So again, it's saying that okay, only vCenter with embedded platform is will not be able to communicate with external one. It's still saying the same, but it's okay. Now this is what I was talking about: the vCenter on top of Windows and vCenter with the appliance. No difference, right? Hosts per vCenter system, 1,000 hosts. We're talking about the ESXi hosts, right? 1,000 there, and appliance also support the 1,000 powered on virtual machines per vCenter server. 10,000 virtual machines, both same hosts per cluster. So we can, in a cluster, we can have 64 hosts, and then we can, when we create a cluster, then we can deploy features like DRS and high availability. So we have, it is both appliances, both types of deployment of vCenter support 64, and virtual machines per cluster 8,000. Databases must be Oracle or SQL for full scalability. Can be either Oracle or embedded Postgres. So this is Postgres SQL Server, which is an internal one. And link mode, both are supporting. They can link together PSC or Platform Services Controller together. So if you just go for appliance, this is okay. If you just go for Windows, on top of Windows, it's okay, right? In vCSA 6, the license services part of the we have the license services as well, but just reading the slides and not doing anything, it's a lot of slides, 64 slides actually. So let's just get down to first checking what is going on. I think everything is copied there, So if we go back to our virtual machine, so let's go back to our virtual machines and see if it's all copied, and it should be, right? So in VMVC, please confirm that you all have these three copied: vCSA and VIM setup, right? Is it copied for everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. So first thing is, yeah, Chrome setup is there, right? Everyone. So who already has a Chrome setup? You installed it. You installed it. That's it, right? No one else installed the Chrome setup. It's just double click and that's it. So if you're inside VMVC, we are all inside VMVC. Double click Chrome setup. It's just gonna be 2 minutes, I hope. Oh, seriously? Oh, not seriously. Sorry?
Connecting to internet, but we don't have the Netplus.
So let's just enable it or add it. Oh, well, it's better, just add the network card and we're gonna have it, right? So how do we do that? VMVC, right click,
Yeah.
and settings. Everyone know that?
Yes.
Right click and settings and go to add second network card. Everyone there? So VMVC, right click, settings, click add, network adapter. Everyone there? Network adapter. Next, and then custom and VMnet 8, right? Next, custom VMnet 8. Okay, everyone there? Anyone having trouble? Okay, so VMnet 8, click finish, press OK. We know the drill. Oh, I think we did not do that. Yeah, in the start we did that for activation, right?
Just on VMVC there. Not on
Oh, just on VMVC, exactly.
for now. Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead, and once it is connected, so those who have already present the Google Chrome, have you tried to connect from web client to your ESXi server with inside Google Chrome?
We were able to connect via Internet Explorer.
Yeah, Google Chrome, has much better upload features, as well as upload. We were having huge difficulty, great difficulty to upload ISO through Internet Explorer, and also we're gonna be installing vCSA, and we're gonna do that from a browser as well. I hope we don't get any issues there, because on the internet in some of the groups, the people were crying actually that because it's still not as mature as 5.5, so the appliance should install without errors, but it was giving errors, right? But we have both types of software, so we can just okay, which one you want to make a default? Let's just keep the Internet Explorer default if you want to go ahead, but in my case, 5.5, that was really good. So Google Chrome was smoother than Internet Explorer, but it's up to you, right?
Let's do what you want.
So Google Chrome I am making as a default, right?
Okay.
But okay, if it is is it installed for everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just right click and on the VMVC and remove the VMnet 8. We don't need it anymore, right? So I've been seeing a lot of confusion for this, so let's just you can disable it if you want, but it's better to remove it. Sometimes we have to quickly change some configurations and then the whole confusion starts.
VMnet.
So settings, VMVC again, and just remove, click only VMnet 8, only VMnet 8, not VMnet 1. Select VMnet 8 and click remove, right? Like this. So okay, and this is the connectivity for we already have ESXi up. We can just quickly https://ESXi01. If we just go for that, so see, it works not okay. So let me just quickly go to Internet Explorer. Am I using the correct
Let's go here, bigger than down and
advanced? Yeah. Okay. Did I go? down. Yeah, advanced should be there. That's what I was looking for.
There's no.
So anyone else was able to do that?
Yeah, I think it's just because your
There's no internet connection. Okay, yeah, it's not looking for a local one. And settings, and if you go for advanced, proxy settings, security we have already. Oh yeah, you know what, did we connect from name by name till now? ESXi,
We've been using the IP.
we've been using the IP, but
Yeah.
we on the first day, if you go to VMDC here and on DNS, okay, for that we need to log into. Did we create a record? I think we did. Did we create a record for ESXi in DNS?
You're still connecting with the name?
Yeah, it should connect.
With the name.
So I'm just checking in the DNS. Thank you for confirmation. DNS from Google Chrome, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So right click DNS. Let's go to VMDC. VMDC, everyone. VMDC,
Right.
and then go to tools and DNS and DNS. Because before we deploy a vCenter, we need to make sure that we are going by name, because name resolution is very, very crucial now. So forward lookup zone, everyone.
Yeah.
VMware domain.local. So we have ESXi 01 and ESXi 02 as A records. We should be connecting if the DNS is working fine, right? On VMVC. So everyone's DNS looks like this. Okay. Oh well, yeah. You know why? ESXi 01 is there or not?
Yes.
Everyone, please confirm that.
Yep.
Is there.
It is there, right?
Yeah.
Not,
Who is
Matt?
there?
Okay. Okay. So it's easy to do that, right? If you don't have that, you know what to do? Right click here, A record. Right click anywhere here, A record, and it is new host. And when you click there, the name of the hypervisor ESXi, like this 01, right? And the IP address is first one is 200.4, second one is, I already have it, so I'm just showing that if you want to do that, so it's just like this, right? Yeah, 204.5. So ESXi 02 is 200.5, ESXi 01 is 200.4. Okay, so I'm canceling that, and it's working as well. So Google Chrome is there for everyone. Okay, you know what? It's very crucial to. I'm on VMVC. Please ignore this one for a sec while I restart this, because for some reason on day one, I did not join the domain. Seriously, sorry. And there was a problem going on. Okay, that's why I did not resolve it.
Sometimes you think maybe you joined or the thing.
I have something.
I started feeling like that these days.
Yeah, that feeling. Yeah.
I have something strange going on.
Yeah.
This domain seems to repeat itself. I've seen this before.
This domain repeat.
Not only do I have VMDC under DNS, I have VMDC.VMware.
Oh, that.
So it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Get rid of one.
Remove the second one. Top one is second one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whichever is second. Oh, serious. Okay, I can use the VM storage then. At that time I was having problem. Now it's biting me now. Sorry guys, just a sec. Should have done that. Host only, VMnet 1, police. So okay, I'll just go for IP, but you guys have to go for the name. Netplus. Oh, it's, you know what? Seriously, what's wrong with me? VMware domain .local. Are we still using VMware admin? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, was it that simple? Okay, so don't repeat that at home. It's very dangerous. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so just having those. Okay, guys. So for VMVC, we need to. I made you copy that, right? That VCSA software, right? We did copy, and it's an ISO file, right? We can. There are two options now. We can install WinRAR and extract the ISO into a new folder inside our VMVC. One option is that. Second option is we can just mount it to the DVD from outside. So, but I needed to copy it inside in case we needed any files and we wanted to extract that. So we copied that, but we can mount both of them outside from the DVD as well, whichever we wanted to install, but I'm going to show you what I mean by that, right? So when we go to storage, I'm going to do that too. VMVC is back, so let's just install that because of okay. And did we create a VMware administrator? Yeah, VMware admin. Okay, so now let's just do that. Let me just create that drawing here, what we're about to do. And this is in, yeah, so if it's VMVC, so right, let me just create another one here. So this is a VMVC. Now we can, in the C drive here, we have that VCSA file, ISO actually, .iso, from where we copied inside the C drive here. So we have in both areas this one, right? But what we can do here now, there are two choices here. If we install WinRAR, we can do it later as well, and then we can extract the VCSA from ISO and start the installation from within the VMVC server, right? But we can also do this DVD. On DVD we can just mount. So let me just grab that pencil. We can mount this ISO to the DVD here. Well, we were doing the talk and we were doing going to the slides, so we did not do that. We were copying in the background, which is okay. Later, if we needed the files, we can extract that and just use those files. Right now, what we do, VCSA is still outside there in the host software folder. So we're gonna, on VMVC, we're just gonna go to DVD and mount that VCSA now, right? So the next step is mounting the VCSA to the DVD of VMVC machine. How do we do that? Let's just go there, magnifying glass. Okay, so everyone on VMVC? Okay, yay. Okay, just a second. Okay, so on VMVC, right click, settings. Everyone there? On VMVC, right click, settings, and then we go to DVD and browse. Everyone there? DVD and browse. Okay, that folder opens. Is that folder open for everyone?
Yeah.
Or go to C drive. If it's not, okay. Go to C drive and then the folder, right? So how come it's just showing me this, guys? That's why I should not have opened my local machine as well. Sorry, is this. So VMVC settings and just connect to the VCSA, right? DVD, browse, and VCSA. Okay, double click that, press OK, and let's just start installation. But now it's gonna be a little tricky, and guys, brace for any errors, right? We're gonna go next finish, because that's all there is. I mean, there's nothing else, right? But there are few very important things that we need to first understand. How are we installing it in a VM while we are sitting on top of a Windows platform, right? What we're doing is this. Let me draw that now. So there is that ESXi 1. There is that ESXi 1 and there's ESXi 2. Now there already we have local storage here, right? And on top of local storage we have a data store. On top of local storage we have a data store. So on top of data store we're going to install a virtual machine, right? So if it's Visio, I needed to borrow some machines from there. Thank you very much. Yeah, there you go, machine. Okay, so you can see now that vCSA will be deployed as a virtual machine on top of a data store, right? So this is a data store and this is local storage, local disk, right? So vCSA will be installed on top of the data store. Now minimum vCSA deployment has some basic requirements. So these are the requirements. Let me just grab those. Okay, requirement number 1. Okay, first of all, IP address for new VMs. We have to select an IP address. We have to think of an IP address and a name for vCSA. So IP address is 200.10. We don't have any machine with 200.10 yet, right? So IP address is 200.10. Second thing, make sure we created a record for this name, which is vCSA and IP in DNS. So the vCSA Appliance virtual machine name is vCSA. I'm gonna put that there, and the IP address will be 200.10. We are not using 210 anywhere in our environment, right? So first of all, name and IP a record has to be created. Second thing, firewalls should be off. Third thing, make sure thin provision is selected and 200 GB data store is selected, and 16 GB RAM for configured for the hypervisor. You know why 16 GB? You know why 16 GB? The minimum vCSA will be installed on 8 GB. It requires 8 GB. So our hypervisor is right now configured on 4 GB, right? Our servers have enough RAM, so it's okay. What we need to do is we need to increase the RAM of one of our hypervisor, and the hypervisor that has the data store with 200 GB capacity. So hypervisor ESXi01, we created in last class a data store with 200 GB capacity. We need to confirm that, right?
Yeah,
It is, exactly. Thank you. So,
one thing I want
yeah.
to ask. We have just mounted the ISO.
Mounted
on
ISO.
VMDC.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Now the objective is we are creating a virtual machine out of that.
That's where I'm going right now. So
And you are giving the specs.
yeah.
Okay.
So guys, this question again. First of all, can anyone understand what's going on here? And give me a one-liner for that. We are on top of VMVC, and we're going to start deployment of vCSA, but we're going to start the setup of vCSA
Right.
on top of VMVC Windows, but where is it actually deploying?
So we already have VM01 already on VMDC.
Yeah,
We have done last
yeah,
week. Yes.
yeah.
So with that, having already there,
It's okay.
we are adding another
Yes,
virtual machine
exactly.
with those specifications. what
Yes,
you just mentioned.
which we will be first doing. Exactly. So when we start the deployment of vCSA, now this is an appliance. If we were installing the VCenter on top of Windows, we're just gonna mount the DVD, which is the second type of deployment. We would have just mounted the DVD and started the setup, and it would have installed here on this machine on top of Windows 2012. Right now, what we're doing is an appliance. Appliance installs on a virtual machine. So starting the setup here, it's going to remotely try to access the ESXi. It's going to remotely scan for a data store. It's going to remotely check the RAM requirements, and then it's going to deploy as a virtual machine on whichever ESXi we choose to install on. If the 8 GB RAM requirement is not there, it's going to give us an error. If the 200 GB, it needs minimum of 120 GB of disk space. Appliance minimum requirement of appliances 120 GB of disk space and 8 GB of RAM. Our ESXi is right now 4 GB of RAM, and we did create a 200 GB data store, so we're good with that, right? And still it's at local storage. We're going to be configuring remote storage, and we're going to be taking time to configure that, and then everything will be transferred to that, right?
So out of 200, VM1 has also taken some part of that.
Yeah, but still if we go there, so it's the free space is still enough, good enough. So RAM has to be at least 12 or RAM for the ESXi. So how do we make that requirement for ESXi on an ESXi that is acceptable for an appliance? So yeah, so we change RAM value to 16 GB. Your machines have good RAM. Minimum any server has 32 GB RAM, right? So if we give 16 GB or 32 GB for those who are on 32 GB RAM, so 16 GB or 12 GB we can give as well. So well, more than 8, so 12, go for 16, but you have to see which server are you connected to. Oh, okay, you all remember the IP address, right?
Yep.
So let me just tell you right now, 96 GB RAM is on, okay, that's where the good RAM is. Okay, it's on here. So guys, 25 GB, 24, whoa, okay. So if you're on 52, 51, yeah, 52, 51, 42, 41, 32, 31, 22, 24, you know your IP addresses, you know already what I'm talking about, right? So these all have 25 GB, 30, well actually they're supposed to have 32 GB RAM. Space is enough, but RAM is 32 GB. So let's go for 12 GB for one ESXi. Yeah, those who have 96 GB are 61, 62 has 96 GB, so you can give actually, whatever RAM. So 32 GB you can give even. 61, 62 has 96 GB RAM, and 100 has 96 GB RAM. So guys, also we can 2 or 3 can connect to one server and still access as well. So I'm gonna copy my machines on the server second time, and next time even you can still join the class from where we stopped, and you will have an account created on. You can use the 96 GB server. 2 or 3 of them can connect at the same time if none of us decides to shut down or restart the server, right? Okay, so right now, as precaution, we are just going for 12 GB RAM for ESXi, and then we're going, we would just make sure that we have a 200 GB data store. So we need to just confirm that these are the minimum requirements, and also the name resolution. So 2 requirements for ESXi, maybe we have to restart that, right? I hope none of the users are connected on your ESXi right now, and you don't have to, okay, just kidding. Yeah, there's no users. So this is how it's going on right now. Let's try to put up this, set up the ESXi first. Now, last class, I'm sure, and everyone should remember that ESXi01 had 200 GB store. We can confirm that?
Yeah.
Okay. But you can create the store. So if we,
ESXi1, right?
yeah, ESXi1. So I'm just gonna quickly go there to the VMVC and first remove this, set up this power options here, so I should not be locked again and again. So just connect to your through Internet Explorer to your ESXi01 and look for data store size. Yeah. So
We have added in ESXi2 we have in 3, 2, and
okay, thanks for confirmation. Exactly, that's what I wanted to know. Is it 1 or 2? Okay, everyone is 2, right? So if I just connect quickly and check that, wow.
ESXi1 has only one 200 gig hard drive, and
Okay.
ESXi2 has 3 200 gig.
Yeah, we added hard drives there, but data store was created on
Data was based on the
2.
one
Okay.
of the 200
That's good. So that's good. So let's just quickly. I'm just connecting to my https://192.168.200.204. 5 actually. I'm just gonna go directly to 5 because it's the second one where we. Yes, and 5. Okay, add, close. Okay. Serious. So everyone confirm that ESXi2 has a data store 200 GB capacity. A data store, the main thing is data store, right? So if I go there, everyone should be logging in, so I'm just logging into ESXi5 and connecting through web client now, and I'll just quickly go to root and the password. When we log into that, the data store, so how do we check that? If we have added a big capacity for the hard disk, we can also just create a data store, but we already have that, right? So storage, let's go to storage here, everyone, and there you go. So at least we have one data store that is 200 GB, right?
Yeah.
Everyone should be seeing that,
Yeah.
right? Everyone has that, right? Stephen, there? Cool. Everyone there, right? Except for Imran.
And me.
Oh,
Yeah, I have to install.
yeah, you did that. 200 GB.
No, I didn't.
You could create the data store now.
Class,
Oh, okay. New data store. You could just go next, finish. Right? New data store. So if you're on storage. Okay. Huh?
I missed that.
Uh-oh.
ESXi.
You're inside there? But now, we need to go. It's a long process. We discussed that in detail. So after the class, we can create the previous class thing. But you're gonna be on both channels. Hey man, 911 is a good one. Okay, so guys, if this is the case, let's just go ahead and just fix that memory requirements. How do we check the memory requirements here? If we click manage, do we see what memory? Well, we already know that if we go directly to ESXi02 now, 4 GB is there, right? So how do we increase the memory?
So increase
So-
the memory on 2 now.
Yeah.
So memory is the one I
So
like.
ESXi, let's go to ESXi02 like this. Everyone there on ESXi02? Everyone there? Right click, settings.
You have to shut it off. You have to shut it off, bro.
Let's check it out.
Okay.
So settings, and it's just right there. So everyone sees this memory area. So if we go for up, which is not letting us, so let's shut down. Okay. So yeah, we have to shut down. But I just wanted to put it in the video as well. Hey, I already did that. Come on. Okay. So right click, shut down, power off. Well, this is a outside shutdown, but it
Yeah.
properly shuts down all the services. It's not power off. but we can go inside and go the long way, but that's the best practice, right? So let's go for the best practice just once. Next time we're gonna shut down that way, right? But right now for the video, so if you click on the screen, go to F2. Click on the screen, F2. Of course, you cannot do the other way in production environment, so at least once we should do that the proper way. So we're just gonna go for root and the password just to shut down, right? We're going there. Okay, everyone already know where we are? So ESXi 02, everyone there? Mr. Shahid?
I'm there, but it is different.
No, ESXi 02, you're there? So do you see?
VMBC now to which one is showing? Okay, I'll go. Yes, I'm there.
Okay, if you everyone on ESXi 2, because we cancelled that idea of we cannot do that shut down from there. We should not. So click here. Everyone click here. And then F2. F2 like this. Everyone sees this screen? When you press F2, when you first click on the ESXi, then it comes, right? Everyone there? Oh, F2. Did you press F2?
Yeah, I did.
Did you click inside and then press F2?
Yes.
Okay.
We're changing the RAM.
Yeah, it is there.
Okay, good. So when you put the, there's a root username and the password should be what you put the password there, the class password. Now, how do we shut it down? So there is,
Sorry, one question.
yeah,
That one we just use root now. If we already added it to the domain, can we just use the domain credentials to go?
yeah, we can, exactly.
Okay, no,
We're increasing to 12 gig. So
You know, if we had gone to F12 or F11 directly, we could have done that already. Configure syslog virtual. What am I doing that? Escape. See this? F12. So guys, if you, sorry, so press escape. Seriously, I just took you the wrong way. Press escape and just go for F12. F12. Guys, when I'm going a little wrong, you can just correct me. So because sometimes it will. So forcefully terminate the word. We should not go for forceful termination, right? And F2. Sorry. So first we go to, first we go to F12. Then we go to F2 to shut down. So F2, right? So it is shutting down, and let's just increase the RAM. So I'm just gonna visit this. So first F12, then F2, right? RAM. Let's just go there, and yeah. So it shut down, and how do we do that? Just increase it to 12 GB. So right click. If it is shut down, it shows this like this. I mean the white area. Let's just right click and settings. Do we know how to increase the RAM? Everyone knows that, right?
yes.
Settings. Now majority of us are 32 GB, so 12, wherever it says 12, just go there, right? 12. So okay guys, and one more thing, 24 GB, then if you're 24 GB, go for 12 GB. We're not going for 16. Second thing, we can shut down VM storage for now, because we're going to be installing and configuring storage at the end, hopefully at the end of the class when we have configured vCenter, then we can start that. Right now, if there is no impact, we can just try to check that. But 12 GB is upgraded, everyone? 12 GB is changed by everyone? So press OK.
How can you do that? Can you, like, the arrow is not moving?
Oh, did you shut down?
you have to shut down first.
Just wait for the shutdown.
So yeah,
That is in the progress. That will. No, it's
So right click shut down. Well, we went for that. So power on if you have done that.
F12, F2. It's asking for root. And,
yes, password don't change.
So now we have the two requirements. The third requirement we need to do is the NS lookup, and for that we have already decided the name of the appliance and the IP address of the appliance, right? So as soon as we can let's not wait for ESXi to start up. Let's go to VMDC. So first is 200 GB is already there, that's good. Second is RAM has been upgraded to 12 GB for ESXi02 only. Third is we need to create a record for the vCSA appliance. So later we need to do certain tasks. We have to put the FQDN of that everywhere we are mentioning this appliance or trying to access that. So on VMDC, everyone, let's go to VMDC. I hope the DNS manager is already open there, right? And it's not locking out on you. So here yours is the good one, 25, so go for 12, right? Okay. Oh, you decrease, you have to shut down again. Never was never already, so. Okay, so if we are here, let's just create a new A record. So everyone has opened DNS. Right click the VMware domain.local and go for new host A record. New host A record, and then go for vCSA, and it fills up that VMware domain.local FQDN already. And we go for 192.168.200.10, right? So have you all created the A record for the appliance that we're about to install? vCSA. Oh, I should just, it's not case sensitive, but just to show the spelling. 200.10. 10 we are not using anywhere in our environment right yet, or well, now we're using that. So click add host. Everyone did that?
Okay. Add host.
So please, everyone must repeat the labs at home.
Well, at home I was doing and it
No, you're doing that.
upload my IS, so I tried so
Yeah.
much. One and
See?
a half day was lost.
Mr. Shahid is our example.
What?
No, you tried that, right?
Yeah,
Some
I tried.
of us are not doing it all.
Go to
I had other issues. I don't know if there is a functionality software that I downloaded from your site.
What happened?
It says some corruption or file missing.
Just email me. So let me know, send me the errors. Guys, when you're setting up your environment, please email me, let me know the errors so I could just tell you maybe I saw that already.
And I was able to install call in other machines, but the EMDC was failing.
Okay, let me know that. So send me the errors when you're doing that. I'll just help you right away. I'll try to, right? Okay guys, so okay, we're all trying, this means good. So add host and guys, for that software you have the login area now for the students. From there you download software, right? Okay, so ESXi is there, VMware workstation as well as ESXi as well as vCenter, you can just download from there as well. Everything is there, free, right?
I just downloaded VMware.
Yeah. Okay. So that's good. So guys, if the host has been created, press add host like this and press OK and done. So this should look like appear like this here. So now vCSA is added here. Let's go ahead. Everyone has added that? Yeah. Okay. So except for Ola. Hey, already done. Okay. So now let's just go for and just check if there is any other requirement left. Otherwise, we can start installation. I don't want to say that, but fingers crossed. People were crying on the forums all over the planet, but some people were saying no, it worked. Okay. So okay, let's just continue now. Did I resume? Yeah. Okay. Now one last check on the checklist.
Okay.
Check on the checklist. So we have created the A record. We have turned off the firewall. Please just check because it's going to give you an error if you did not turn off the firewall. 200 GB is there, 16 GB RAM is, or 12 GB RAM is there, FQDN is there. Yeah, we're good. So in the end, if hopefully it installs, so this will be the link vcsa.netplusdomain.local/vsphere-client. In the end, that's how we're gonna start it if it gets installed properly. So let's get going, and on VMVC. Seriously, I have created a second environment and I'm just okay on VMVC. Everyone there? So the web client is already there. Let's just close that. We don't need this. And seriously,
Where is the
it's locking me out again and again. I change those options, bar options, and no. So close the ESXi client, and first of all, we're going to be deploying the plugin, right? So the plugin for the appliance, and that's going to let us install the whole appliance. So I'm just gonna close this Internet Explorer and Google Chrome and Firefox and whatever. So I don't have Firefox. Yeah. So let's go to D drive and go to. So you should be seeing VMware VSA like this. Inside VMVC, double click that. So everyone there. Sorry.
It just opened the file. It doesn't run the.
Yeah, it's not supposed to. Well, we're okay. So guys, when you double click this, it should open like this. It's okay. So first step, vCSA. If we go inside this folder, which is just vCSA, do you see the plugin? Now this will let us use the browser. Okay, again here.
Yes.
Are you inside? Hold on. Are you inside the DVD?
VCSA?
DVD?
Oh, the DVD?
We mounted it, right?
Yeah.
On yes,
Yes,
VMVC.
I'm inside, yeah.
Okay, good. And then when you open that, the second folder is vCSA, right? It has the client plugin, and this is going to be added to the Internet Explorer or whichever browser you're using, and then through VMware, through Internet Explorer, we're going to go with the wizard of installation of appliance remotely on that ESXi 2. Okay, so double click that, press yes. Well, it's a straightforward installation. There is nothing much
So
here.
now we are installing VCSA.
Exactly. And before that, no, it's
The
not even
plugin.
that. We're installing the plugin first.
Plugin first.
Yep. So I had to go through a lot of errors to come back to it, but I hope. And yeah, guys, we need to be installing the VCenter on top of Windows as well. So we're gonna be checking if how we can uninstall, or if we don't want to retry if there is no obvious error, if it's a general error coming here. Suppose if the error comes, it should be a smooth installation, but some errors are coming. If any of the error comes, we can't give a troubleshooting time of 5 to 10 minutes. Otherwise, we can just start the Windows installation as well. That is smooth. That just goes ahead and perfectly installed, right? But the way and the requirements, we needed to know that. I would recommend that you reinstall in your replica environment if you have that, and I hope it's gonna just work fine there. But if the requirements are met and we install the vSphere appliance and it starts, and in the middle or at the end if you give any error, we cannot give a long troubleshooting option for that. But we will try to troubleshoot for a little time, then we have to check the second way of installation as well, right?
We're gonna add
Okay, it's
VCSA
like-
into the
oh,
software buffer.
Software drop, yeah, sure. I'll upload that all. Although whoever has got the VMware students login, you have everything with your own 1-year keys, all these appliances. but I'll put it on the Dropbox. You can download from there as well.
The error it is giving is close
Huh?
the following browser to proceed. Microsoft Internet Explorer.
Yes. So close
And
the
then retry.
Internet Explorer. Yeah.
Close.
Close the Internet Explorer. That's why we already closed that, all the browsers.
I actually close and restart it and it's
So everyone reached this screen, or even before that you got error? So did you close all the browsers
yeah, I did actually. I did close
before that as well? But you did not reach this screen?
You don't close Chrome,
No, Chrome as well?
Yeah, I closed Chrome, Internet Explorer, everything, and
Okay.
then restarted again.
So guys, try to right click and restart with administrator if it gives that option,
those pieces are working.
right?
Those pieces are working.
My showing please.
These PCs restart. What happened?
My keyboard is not responsive.
Ah.
Since we started this class, I'm just figuring out and trying and trying.
Oh, just grab a keyboard.
I'm
Well, so it's not working. Yeah, they're all tightly.
These are good.
Yeah.
Why is showing?
All you need is remote desktop. So, in fact, this PC, we have an external keyboard, I guess. Like it's not tightly connected. So, guys, if you have this, then it's next finish. So I'm gonna start the installation next finish. Then I'm gonna come to your, stations. So just go next finish and. So let's install.
Please install the client.
Yeah, it's good.
The client.
Does it give the option of next? No. Okay, I have started the plugin installation. So I'll just pause the video here to come to your stations and quickly see what we can do about that, and just push it ahead and resume. So now we just made sure that plugin is installed. Let's just go back and it's showing finish. So click finish and let's start the appliance now. Now if it is installed successfully, let's go back to D drive like this. Everyone, yeah, just click on top, the drive back, right? Until you see the root. So everyone is seeing that?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start the vCSA setup, right? Everyone else is on Internet Explorer, right? Internet Explorer, everyone? So I'm just gonna start this in Internet Explorer as well. vCSA setup. Did everyone put the Google Chrome as a default browser?
Yes. I put it.
Yours is default Google Chrome. So we can stick to anyone. So majority of us is on Google Chrome. It's good to have everyone. So if you right click the vCSA setup, open and Google Chrome. If it is not default, right?
Open with
Google
yes,
Chrome.
Google
If
Chrome.
it is not, okay. So Google Chrome. When we click that, what happens? So click that.
It is setting up. Please install the client integration plugin 6.
Google Chrome needs to launch an external application to handle. Yes, launch application, guys. So do you see this option there?
Yes.
Launch application, everyone. So click. And do you see this pop up?
Allow.
Allow, exactly. We should not deny that. Okay, everyone sees that? Click allow.
Install.
Wow, you're flying, man.
Oh yeah.
What was in the breakfast? Oh,
When
breakfast.
I see weak people not flying, so I have to try
Oh man. Okay, here comes the bazookas. Tush, tush. Okay, so everyone on this page? Oh, you're there. Okay, click install and let's carry on with that. So everyone on this page? Click install. Huh? Okay, now we have to go through all these. So everyone please confirm if you're on the first page. Yes, yes, and yes, and yes, and so
FQDN IP address.
you're flying, right? So everyone there, so I accept.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's accept the term. Okay, let's just go ahead now. I need to drag it up. Seriously. Oh. Hello, testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Oh, seriously, what's going on, Master? Oh, I'm just calling that. Okay, again, I'm just gonna try to. It got a. It's having a shock here. Okay, so we're back, and what I'm trying to do here is drag this guy up a little, and so I could see, yeah, next. Okay, next. And now we have FQDN or IP address. So guys, on this page, before that, let's go to the command prompt, keep this page open, go to the command prompt and just put NSLOOKUP, right? So keep this page open, go to command prompt. Wow, something's stuck. Okay, so command prompt, yeah, admin if you want. Okay, frog stuck. Okay, so NSLOOKUP. It should be giving our correct IP address at least, right? So Control C out of that. So NSLOOKUP, everyone wrote that. Your IP address must be 200.1, right? Oh, he's counting this. Okay, so 200.1, everyone sees that, right?
We are going to command from to home, right?
Yeah, in VMVC. So 200.1 and Control C out of that. Control C out of that. So we are good that we are connected with the DNS. I just wanted to confirm that it's NSLOOKUP is giving the correct IP, right? So minimize that. It's okay if everyone should be there. So we already have the FQDN, but just to avoid DNS related errors,
okay, so we just confirm that.
We can give 192. Yeah, just wanted to confirm if we are NSLOOKUP, nothing else. So right now I don't want any errors. The best thing to do is, the best practice, go for vCSA.netplusdomain.local as a FQDN, just to avoid errors initially. And it's not gonna matter if we put the IP address, because they say FQDN or IP address, right? FQDN IP address of what?
ESXi host.
Yes. So either we can go for that. I was saying vCSA, which is wrong actually. So ESXi is host, right? Not the vCSA, sorry. So 192.168. 192.168 200.5. And then we are going for root. Although we have the credentials for Windows as well, but it's better to just stick to the.
One thing I want to ask.
Yes, sir.
Last week when I was trying at home, I purposely put wrong password.
That's good.
And it is still went. Still worked. That was my confusion.
Let me stop the video. I don't want to record this.
Yes. Because it was not working.
Okay, that's.
So I just tried.
It just flew by me. No, but we have to figure out why, and for that I need to see your machine. And
it went through.
wow, so try to. Yeah, auditor, ethical hacker, non-ethical hacker, or someone. So
we'll proceed further now. I just
okay.
wanted to mention my experience.
We can repeat that. So okay, so this is the ESXi host on which we are going to remotely connect and install our appliance, right? So 200.5 is there, root, and the password is there. Click next.
Validating.
Oh yeah. So okay guys, here we need to make sure it's the correct ESXi01 we are connecting to. So can you do not press yes here yet. Can you remember your own SHA-1 thumbprint that has been this is a self-signed certificate given by ESXi02, right? So my first two letters are BB00. Yours will be different, right?
It is saying cannot connect to target server, invalid FQDN or IP address.
Did you just? Oh, it did not go to this screen. So what IP address did you give? What IP address did you give?
192.168.200.5.
Yeah.
205, yes.
So did you put all the dots in between?
I
Maybe
was
there's a
about-
no, maybe there's a spell mistake or number mistake or something mistake. So guys, just to quickly confirm, is this, suppose there are 15 or 16 ESXi hosts, and still we wanted to confirm, although it says the correct IP address, IP address there, but B00 first four, just remember the first four. If you remember this and go to ESXi 02, is it gonna let you go? Are you able to click the ESXi 02? Well, we are supposed to, right?
Yeah?
You're not connect.
I don't know.
I just say
Oh no, it's just connecting to target.
Certificate issue?
Yeah, no, it's just to confirm the certificate. So if we go to quickly, oh, serious.
I have just discovered is that when I click ESXi 02, it is not on.
Oh, so turn it on. Because we were increasing the RAM, but we forgot to turn it on, right?
And that might be the reason.
That is the reason. That definitely is the reason.
Definitely it is the reason.
The computer can't connect to remote. Whoa, whoa,
You
whoa.
lost your connection.
Everyone?
No, not me.
Yeah, yeah. You lost the connection.
Somebody's playing. Somebody's playing. Whoa, serious. Hey, guys, don't do that. Whoever is playing with the network.
Something happened.
Oh, you also got that? But something else. Okay, break time, 10 minutes. Serious. Guys, let's take 10-minute break. And so resuming now. So let's just go back to the machines here. Okay, so everyone should be seeing this machine, right? If we are seeing this machine, we need to just make sure that is it coming correctly, this certificate is coming from, we can confirm that as well, just to check this for a security cross check. We can check, we can go to 200.5 and check if this is a certificate that server has issued. So BB00 in my case, your first four words, four letters could be anything. If we go to ESXi 02 here and click it and go to F2 and go to root again. So we're just going inside the F2 or DCUI.
So where we are going now? Two?
Yeah.
Number two?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, sorry, in the support option. Exactly. Thank you. So it shows that same BB00 certificate there, SSL thumbprint there, support view support information. Just wanted to show you that it's coming from the correct server, the correct certificate. Let's go back. It's just for the video as well, and just for our knowledge that sometimes we are tracing which server the certificate was issued from. So press yes and go ahead now.
So where can I see that certificate number?
Well, it is here. View support information.
Okay.
Yeah, just to check that. So everyone has pressed yes. So now we are on this screen. Appliance name. We already decided what is the appliance name. So it's vCSA, and the OS password.
Says it doesn't meet requirement, the old one we're using.
For
ABC.
yeah. So no. If you're putting the class password, so ABC shift 1 2 3, then just add 1 2 3 as well. That's all, right? 1 2, and remember that this is a little different now. So ABC shift 1 2 3, and in the end 1 2 3 as well. So let's just check it out. Oh, don't tell me. Okay. So shift 1 2 3 and then 1 2 3 as well without shift. Extra 1 2 3.
An extra one.
Yeah, extra 1 2 3. So first ABC, small ABC, capital ABC, shift 1 2 3, then 1 2 3 again.
It doesn't really matter.
It could be anything.
Different from the root, the original password.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. This is an appliance password, that is root
So
password.
why is saying it doesn't meet the requirement? Password.
Because it is an appliance and it's centrally we are managing the whole environment, so the password has to be even much stronger. So
okay, that is the only.
yeah.
So just ignore it. As
So
an-
put the better password there, right?
Huh?
Yeah, put yeah.
So what should I use?
Add 1 to 3.
Again.
No. So small ABC, capital ABC. Keep pressing shift 1 to 3, the usual one, right? After that,
Regular one, two.
regular 1 to 3. Remove the hand from the shift and regular 1 to 3, right? So it will be an addition of 3 numbers as well. Okay, so the OS password requirement, appliance password requirements and complexity is stricter than the the ESXi hypervisor. So click next.
Yes. Select deployment type.
Okay, now it says select deployment type, and there we were talking about this design: install vCenter server with an embedded platform services controller. Yes, what we're gonna do. This used to be simple vCenter installation 5.5, but now we have the choice here. So if you just if suppose you have 2 vCenters and you wanted install platform services controller external, or you plan to have 2 vCenters later, so you would start by having a separate virtual machine or physical machine, having 2012 on that, and you then install the appliance there. Not physical machine, of course, virtual machine. We are installing a VM, right? So install platform separately, and then install vCenter requires external platform services controller. So first you will install external platform services controller, then later in another VM within the environment you can just install vCenter, but it requires that you must have done first step separately on a separate VM, right? Then this is going to join that, and it will be just vCenter then. So this is the design we were talking about before as well, but right now we're going for vCenter server with an embedded, which includes all the services together in one go. Yeah.
So with this configuration, with the embedded,
Tell the camera.
One
controller and one server.
normal.
Yep. So
normal one.
this means all the services of platform services controller and the vCenter are just in one place.
So with the other one, it says controller is on one server, host are here,
It's a separate VM.
and then
Yeah.
the host, then you're showing like 2 hosts.
Yeah. So
That
yeah.
means like we can have like multiple hosts on a separate server connecting to that one.
Exactly. These could be 3 separate different machines and different hosts.
So we won't actually have to install the controller separately or something. We can just connect them.
If the controller is already available somewhere, yeah, we can just only connect them as long as we are
So
accessible.
right now, if we wanted to bring up another vCenter server somewhere, can we connect it to this like
Embedded one, no.
No, that's not.
Yeah. So it has to be separate, external. Good question. So okay, install vCenter server with an embedded one. Now next. So what is this? Create a new SSO or single sign-on domain. So this is the vCenter 6 domain itself. So the second option says join an SSO domain in an existing vCenter 6.0 platform services controller, and in the end it says before proceeding make sure that the vCenter single sign-on domain name used is different.
What's that benefit?
Yeah.
Create a new SSO or join and
No, new embedded one, top one. This. Okay. So next, and then SSO password. So this is the SSO or single sign-on to different services of VMware. We could be adding later the plugin through the plugin update manager, and all other services that may be separate from them. Also inside platform services controller, as well as inventory service and all others. Single sign-on just connects to each and every VMware service which was otherwise independently available as well. But when we join this domain, then through one login we can access all those services, right? So we're going to be deploying separate services as well, which are update manager and other plugins. For that, we need a domain to which the new feature or service need to join, right? So when we create a domain in 5.5, it was already suggested vSphere.local. Here we can put any name, but see, its suggestion is all still there. Example vSphere.local. So we first have to give a password to log into this vSphere domain, right? So vCenter domain, which is just its own area of services, and it's asking, hey, we are creating just one administrator username built into this vSphere environment, and a domain vSphere.local, and put a password there. So later when we are logging in from vCenter, we need to use this credential, right? If we are not using Windows credentials, then we can use this credential, right, to log into our vCenter, right? Otherwise we can use Windows credentials as well once we go through the process of introducing vCenter to our Active Directory as well, right? So
one question. I was thinking about it, but I think one way or the other, if we use the same credentials, like the VMware domain.local that we have with the Windows Active Directory, I'm thinking it is possible, but we're going to have clashes, right? Don't you think so? No?
administrator, so it will have its own administrator account now.
Yeah.
Yes, if we are using Windows administrator,
Yeah.
if it accepts that, if the vCenter has been introduced properly to the Active Directory,
Yeah.
it will still log in, but we have to be very clear
Very
which one is
conscious.
we are using.
Yeah, you're right. That's true.
So that's why VMware administrator, we already created one credential, and later we're going to introduce that as the only credential to go ahead,
Yeah.
go forward.
Thank you.
Okay. So okay, here again the password complexity is the same. So ABC, small ABC, capital ABC, shift 1 to 3, and 1 to 3. Now it gets it. SSO domain, yes, where all the services will be available, and any extra role and feature external to vCenter, if we add, this is the domain it's going to join to, and then it will be part of the single sign-on to be accessible from just one credential, right? So we have to put that name. Let's just stick to our traditions. vSphere.local used to be, there, so let's just, and we are sitting inside Toronto, right? So the site name you can just give any. So this is the vCenter in Toronto. It could be any other branch. Okay. So does it look like this for everyone? Especially the password has no error coming for anyone? Everyone? Every two? Okay. Next.
Okay.
Appliance size. Okay. So that's tiny. 10 hosts. Are you kidding me? 100 VMs per host, or maybe the total. No, it's per host. 10 hosts is tiny. I mean, like, this is ridiculous. You can't say tiny at least. Be fair. So this what we say that okay, large is 1,000 hosts with 10,000 VMs. Wow, there are companies with this kind of.
I was going to ask you, give an example of a company with 10,000 hosts.
Facebook.
Oh.
Facebook could have.
Google data centers of clouds. The Amazon Web Services, they have data centers across the planet. So cloud is all virtualization already. They have their own way of vCloud is VMware's own cloud, and Google has its own cloud. But yes, this is a reachable number. This is a physical possible. So yes, but let's go for very, 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 very small 10 hosts. But you can see here, tiny 2 vCPUs, 8 GB of memory. Oh, seriously, did we go for 2? I think in the start we did that, but let's just check. The ESXi02 has 2 vCPUs or 1 vCPU. Although we confirmed that it's more than 8 GB.
I think we did too.
Yeah, in the start we did too. 120 GB, yes, we meet that. Yes, we meet the 8 GB, but 2 vCPUs. We did in the start, right? Okay. Right click. If I just go there on ESXi02 again and settings, yeah, we're good. 2 processors. Okay, so cancel. Okay. let's go ahead and see if it goes to data store. So next,
Next. So we are not changing that.
no, nothing. Yep. So data store is available for everyone, and
Select data.
yeah, we actually have 2 data stores, both with 200 GB capacity, and yeah, free space is enough for us. So let's just go for anyone. So data store.
Just showing one. Although I created two.
Oh. So well, you could restart that to know that, but right now if one is there, we're good for now, right? So we then need to troubleshoot why. So everyone seeing 200 GB, let's just go over data store 2,
For me,
1,
it's
doesn't matter.
304
That's too much. I mean, we need just 200, so you need to delete that. No, just kidding. So it's if it's 300 GB, it's okay.
It's okay, right?
Yep.
But why
Yeah.
it is showing that?
Because when we were putting the number 2, you by mistake may have put 3,
Right.
which is good. You're big heart, and
Yeah,
I
big-
just
always are.
give more. Create bigger spaces. Okay.
Believe in giving away.
Yes. Okay, guys. Here, enable thin disk mode. Very important.
Configure.
We know why. Enable thin disk mode.
In provision.
Yeah, thin provisioning. So do not occupy the whole data store. Thank you very much, vCenter appliance. It's going to be 120 GB. It's going to require that, right? We're giving a data store that is 200 GB. So we're okay, right? So let's just click enable thin disk mode, right? It should not occupy right away the whole thing. So next. Okay, use an embedded database or PostgreSQL, which is just internal embedded database for tiny environments, right? So, okay, it's like okay, tiny. So 10 physical servers we're talking in tiny. So PostgreSQL or embedded database, or otherwise we can just go for use Oracle database, which we should have already installed and connected, which we don't have right now. So let's just select the embedded database for our very small environment. Okay, so next.
Network setting.
Okay, we meet finally. Okay, so was I recording that all? Just double checking whenever that suspicion comes. Yes. Okay, so going, and we already have decided the IPv4. Yeah, we're going to use VM network is the only option we have. We haven't created any other networks yet. When we go to networking, we're going to be playing a lot with that. So network type static, yes. Network address 10, right?
Yeah.
So 192.168.200.10. So this will be the virtual machine having this network address and this name, system name. So now we have already created an A record of this machine in the DNS, and the full name would be vcsa.netplusdomain.local. That's the FQDN of that appliance, right? No, the appliance name itself. When we went to DNS in the start of the class, we created an A record for VCSA.
The appliance name is VCSA.
Yeah, appliance name is VCSA. What is system name? Example hostname dot example.com, right? Is it VCSA name or is it the ESXi 02? Which one is it? System name, the appliance name itself. It's not the domain. Domain name is not written here. Right? Yeah, host name is this, but it should be VCSA. So, but you were saying domain name, so I was saying no.
You're saying Netplus VMware.
Exactly. Not VMware, vSphere.local. That's our domain name. Sorry, for a Windows domain you were saying, and I said Netplus domain, so in other all classes I'm like, Netplus domain, so I'm like, sorry. Okay. VCSA dot VMware, and I was gonna type Netplus domain still. So VMware, thank you for correction. VMware domain, guys, do please correct me wherever I'm just stubbornly remembering something else.
Okay, yeah, so this is the FQDN for
the appliance itself. The virtual machine is about to be created. So in DNS, we already created the A record for the full FQDN, right? So that's what we're doing. A subnet mask, we know that. So let's go ahead 255.255.2550. Okay, gateway, we know that. 192.168.122. Okay, can't say that. So 200.50.
50. I think it will be 50 or 51 will be
50.
Hey, 50.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh. So, and the preferred DNS. 1.
Yeah.
Okay, time sync. So, if all the other information looks like Z's, then let's just go for time synchronization. Configure time sync, synchronize appliance time with the ESXi host. It's okay.
Yep.
The host itself can synchronize and give the time where the machine actually is residing. And we can enable SSH if we want, and we're gonna later try to first enable SSH on any other host manually as well. Right now it's going to have SSH access, which we're gonna see later how we can go there and what are the ESXi CLI commands, ESXi commands, right? So right now enable is SSH, it's okay, yeah. Let's just click that and next. Everyone there?
Yep.
So all this is done. Okay, next. And we don't want to improve this product, so uncheck. No, we want to improve that product, but still uncheck. Okay, so okay, so next, and then
Finish.
finito. So this is a summary and
Whatever we have done.
whatever we have done. Oh no, victory, yeah. But if it's like this, it's like fingers crossed. So, but it's more victory, V sign. So click finish.
Initialize. It's a break.
So it's like, tick, tick. I wanted to go to the break at this time.
Yeah, because it is still thinking.
No, but we have 64 slides to cover. But we can cover, we can create that storage, we can make that remote storage available before it finishes. So we can actually start using the remote storage as well, right? So first Windows and then EMC. You know, we go for the easy, then the, because Windows is not supporting NFS based storage, so we need NFS. That EMC supports that appliance. Okay, so this is going on, right? Let's go ahead and till now any questions? Everything is clear? Okay, so let's go ahead. VM storage. While it is going on, appliance is getting installed, and hopefully it doesn't give any errors. So VM storage. This is where we try to offer the disks that on top of which we're gonna have install our VMDKs or the disks of our virtual machine. So how does the map look like here? So if we go to our the VM VCs there, both the ESXi hosts are there. If we create one more machine here that is storage, VM storage, that's the name we gave. Now we already added, I think, two disks, 200 GB each. If not, we're gonna add them to this 200 GB for the VM storage, not for the ESXi, right? So if two disks are there, 200 GB each, then we need to just enable that feature called iSCSI target. Enable. So the next step on that will be enable iSCSI target, which is a feature which we need to install from add rows and features. Second thing, we need to configure each disk to actually let's add 3 disks because we would be messing up a lot with vMotion and DRS. So later we can add them too. Okay, configure each disk to be available as a remote iSCSI storage. So that's the Windows platform that's offering this feature. Then we're going to go for other storages as well, EMC and one more actually. I'm trying to get that. OpenFiler and Starwind is already there, but if we go for the actual vendors which are really famous. So okay, here but it's going to do vMotion. It's going to do all the main features here on Windows Storage as well. That's very cool. We just get to know more knowledge. So what's the first step? Enable iSCSI target. Second step, configure each disk to be available as a remote iSCSI storage, right? Third step, once we get the appliance, vCenter appliance up and running, we need to add these disks which are physically available here, the 2 disks. We need, after we are done with the iSCSI target and this procedure, these disks will be easily available. We have to go through certain steps. Oh, sorry, it's not this. The vCenter is here. Inside the vCenter, we need to make sure that these 2 disks are available and showing for both ESXi servers, right? So inside the vCenter, we're going to add these disks for these ESXi servers so we could create data stores, right? So on top of these remote disks, then we're gonna continue with creating data stores, but those disks will be actually available for this, and the data stores remotely will be available here but accessible through vCenter. So the main thing again is, let's just create those storage, and this is a sandbox for low budget companies. I mean, like those companies cannot invest in SAN solutions which are very expensive, so you can convert any machine. You can just put SSD disks and 10 or 16 disks, whichever is the physical limitation there, and then make them available for any other computer over the network, either on Ethernet, which we have if we have good cabling and good switches. So let's just try to create that Windows storage. For that, let's go to VM storage now.
One thing I want to ask you.
Yes, sir.
VMDC and VM storage, I can still see DVD.
Which is okay.
How can I see? Why I'm seeing that?
The-
Because we were only doing VM on VMDC. So what is the logic that we can see from VM storage and VMDC?
So in the DVD of VMDC, the ISO is mounted for Windows 2012. In the DVD of VMVC, the ISO is mounted for the vCSA. The DVD will show something, but different ISOs are mounted, right?
Okay, they are different.
Yep. Okay, so guys, yeah. Oh, you were yawning or question? Okay. Okay, so let's just go for VM storage, and here quickly just make available. Okay, let's just check if our installation. Okay, again, seriously.
Where we are now?
VM storage.
Okay.
VMVC is going on. Is it going on for everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So VM storage. Now,
It is completely removed.
huh? Serious?
Oh no, it's still good.
Oh, come on, man. Don't give me good shocks.
It was hiding.
That was a good shock. Shock in a good way. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, local server. So guys, let's just quickly create a SAN machine. So we could use we could offer the disk to the VMware environment, vCenter. So dashboard, add rows and features on. So let's go to VM storage machine now. Everyone there? VM storage machine, right? So dashboard, add rows and features.
Yeah.
Everyone there?
Yes.
Next.
Okay.
Next. Okay, well, just go next. And it's a feature or a role. So iSCSI target is actually a role. So let's just go back previous. Everyone on this window called roles? Everyone there? So if you expand the file and storage services and expand the file and iSCSI services, right?
Yeah.
Everyone on the roles page, right?
Yes.
Then we go for iSCSI target server. This one.
iSCSI target server, okay.
And click that iSCSI target server and add features, right?
Next.
iSCSI target server. Everyone sees that?
Yeah.
Everyone there?
I.
What happened? Sorry, look at this. There's add roles and features
Select the features.
on VM storage and dashboard. Yeah. You got it, right? So
What about the next one?
no, this iSCSI storage provider for VDS and VSS hardware providers. If you have a third party iSCSI storage software, you need to integrate with that. So hardware vendors, it says that, right? You want to integrate this service with that, then you can do that. Otherwise, this machine is just offering its own hard disk externally to everyone, right? So iSCSI target server, everyone selected that. Next. You there, Vinash? Okay. See this is cancel. So dashboard, you there? Add rows and features. Which machine? VM storage. Okay. Add rows and features. Click. Next. Next. Okay, I'm saying that, but it's not going. And go to roles. Are you in the roles area?
Yeah,
File and storage, and then go for iSCSI target here. And do you see this on the board? iSCSI target under this. See this? File and iSCSI services under file and storage. Okay. So click that. Add features. Next. Right? And click restart. If it wants to, it will. Otherwise, it won't. Press yes. Right? Install. Yep.
This thing crashed and rebooted.
Oh. Which one? The remote server or the local machine?
No, VCP6 turned that installation of VCenter server.
Crashed? Restart it.
At the beginning of it. So,
Okay.
I'm just wondering the SSO site name?
Site name was Toronto. Site name was Toronto, and the domain name was vSphere.local. Are you on the site or domain?
So, vSphere.local.
Yeah.
And then it was
Yep. So it's installed for everyone. So what about VMVC? Starting VMware Component Manager.
Yeah, it's still going.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say it's installed. No, that's not good. I mean, you did not have good, that breakfast. You know, that good breakfast. Okay, so biryani breakfast. Chukanda. It's chukanda. So VM storage. Okay, it's installed already. Click close. Is it installed for everyone? Yeah. Matt, any question you can ask? No problem. Sure.
Yes, this is installed.
Okay, cool. So you were there with us on VM storage as well?
On.
VM storage. You were.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. So if it is installed, guys, let's go to file and store. Oh, before that, how many disks do we have already? VM storage. Right click. VM storage. Right click and go to settings.
Only have one.
Only one.
Okay, that's no good.
Add.
So we are adding 2 disks with 200 GB capacity, right? Actually, add 3 disks because later it's gonna take time to do that. And guys, do not. Yeah, we can start this one. We can start this one. It's okay. Restart. So if we wanted to, but don't restart. Add. Everyone on the add. Hard disk. Next. Nothing here. iSCSI. Yes. Create a new virtual disk. Okay. 200 GB.
Okay.
Virtual machine takes 200 is okay. Yeah. Next.
We use SCSI.
Yeah.
Just default.
Defaults. Except for the size. Yeah. New virtual. Finish. So and size is 200. 200. So click add again. Hard disk. Next. SCSI. Yes. New virtual machine. Disk. Yes. 200 GB. Yes. Finish.
2 or 3?
3 disks. Sorry.
One is 100.
Yeah, one is 100. The other 3 will be 200. So I'm just adding the third one as well, right?
So adding additional 3. Wow.
So yeah, apart from 100, 3 more. So third one I'm adding now, which is a total of 4th one actually. So third 200 GB is this.
What we are doing is thin provision, right? Is it
With thin provision, of
Yeah,
course.
so-
Otherwise we can't survive.
was like,
Yeah.
you must be rich.
Next, hard disk. Next, create new virtual, and the third one also 200 GB. You know, later we have to do that though. So once we have the full capacity, we're good. So it should look like this now. Go for even just one extra 200 GB.
Yeah, you're good.
So yeah, because for ESXi SAN we cannot use the system volume or the Windows disk. We have to add one extra disk, but go for 200 GB just one. We are adding 3 total, right? You can just add one if you want. And it's also thin provisioning, so it's not gonna occupy the 200 GB already. It's gonna slowly expand to whatever you install.
Even if we say 200, doesn't mean.
It's for now occupying 0 space. It's just a name there. We're later gonna deploy virtual machines, and whatever space it's gonna take just that space. And we're gonna keep them also thin provisioning, so we're not gonna run out of space anytime. When we use thick provisioning, then whatever size we give at once, it's gonna occupy that. So we're gonna stay on thin provisioning. Okay, guys, everyone's VM storage looks like this. Okay, so press OK. So it should be 3 disks, right? Press OK. And now let's just quickly configure that. Before that, let's just check VMVC. Starting VMware inventory service, right? I'm just checking VMVC.
Okay.
Checking only.
Okay, you are.
So because you did not have that special breakfast, so yours also not finished, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So the
Yes, sir.
FVPN was vCSA at VMware domain.local.
Exactly. Okay, guys. So VM storage here. Let's just go to file and storage services because the hard disks have been added, right? So what we need to do is quickly make it online, make it initialize, and format it and name it ESXi01, ESXi02, ESXi03. Let's do it together, but it has to be very consistent because we cannot, we need to know which disk is shared for which ESXi later. So we have to be consistent in what we're doing. File and storage services, everyone there? Click that. Are you seeing in the disks the 3 offline disks? When you go to file storage services, click disks, and let's go one by one. Do not just go online, then initialize. It's gonna confuse you, right?
So we added 2 or 3?
3. Even if it's 2, it's okay. But later when we start doing something on 3, then yeah, it's better to add now. So right click offline, first one, bring online. Everyone doing that?
Yeah.
So offline, bring online, press yes. Just the first one again, right click, initialize, right? Press yes, it should show GBT now.
Yeah.
Everyone, it's showing GBT?
Yeah.
Okay. Tiban, there? Okay. Minaj, there? Okay. Mr. Shahid, Mr.
Yeah.
Sohail, Mr. Imran, Mr. Abubakar, Mr. Minhaj, Mr. Tiban, Mr. Okay, so everyone there, right? So right click and let's start going fast now. New volume, just the first one, right? Don't touch the other ones. New volume and go for next. It's the only disk showing here, 200 GB, right? So next, 200 GB full we are using, yes. Nothing to change here as well. Let me know if I'm going fast. Next. And then drive data it's taking, which is okay. Next. Here, ESXi01. We need to trace it. Yeah, we need to trace this disk where it's going, which one would be gave to which new volume. Volume label ESXi01. So second one ESXi02, third one ESXi03. The only change there. So next and create, right? Sorry, ESXi01. Yeah. Okay, next and create. Close, and then we go for second one, which is on the top now. We know the drill now. Right click, bring online, yes. Right click, initialize, yes. Right click, new volume for the second one, right? Let me know if you're stuck somewhere or you're not sure about some certain step. Next, disk to 200 GB. Next, 200 GB full size. Next, F letter, drive letter as F, and new volume is
iSCSI02.
exactly iSCSI 02. Volume label for second one is iSCSI 02, third one iSCSI 03, right? Next, and create. Close. Go for third one, right click, bring online. Third one, yes, right click, initialize, yes, right click, new volume. Next, third disk is now showing. Next, 200 GB is showing. Next, drive letter G and iSCSI 03 as the volume label. If it lets me select, so iSCSI 03. Next, and create. So storage, 3 disks are actually locally available but not available on SAN yet. We're gonna make it available on SAN as well for ESXi 01 and ESXi 02. So all 3 have been formatted for everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to iSCSI here, the other option here. Everyone there? Yeah, third one.
So I didn't add the third one, so I added and then I'm changing you.
That is good.
Yeah. So I'm almost there.
Almost there. Okay. So if you click iSCSI, you're going for to create an iSCSI virtual disk, right? To create an iSCSI virtual disk, here, click, right? So E drive first. We're not touching C drive at all, right? E drive first. Only this. We cannot select all at the same time. We can only. So what we're about to do is we are offering it to ESXi 01 and 02 as a remote storage. At least the server side task, yeah.
We are at volumes or
Here. Oh, so cancel. You're here, iSCSI. Oh no, we're not volume. First we were on disks, then we are on iSCSI now, right?
There are no schools.
iSCSI isn't showing anything yet.
Yeah, it won't show up until
No, the option iSCSI is not showing. Oh, it should be empty. Right now it's empty for everyone. It should be empty for everyone.
Yeah, it is empty.
Yeah, it's okay. So let's start, because iSCSI, what are we about to do now? Those disks that we created locally, we needed to offer as a remote storage to ESXi servers. So we're gonna configure those 3 disks one by one, right?
Okay.
So first of all, if we click iSCSI, everyone there?
Yeah.
So to create an iSCSI virtual disk, start the new iSCSI virtual disk wizard, click that. Now, the first disk wizard, we have to go through it and offer it to the 2 ESXi servers. At least the server side, we have to do that, right? So E is selected by everyone.
Yeah.
Next, the name is iSCSI 01. This is the first disk. So that's how we trace it.
Yeah.
The name has to be consistent. So iSCSI 01, everyone. Yep. And then next. Okay, so yeah, we're using the whole size here, so 200, all the size. And we're not using fixed disk. Anywhere we choose fix, we're gonna be in trouble with this space. So we're gonna go for dynamically expanding, right? Everywhere thin provision, yeah. Oh yeah, sure. Previous. This one or back? Yep. So iSCSI 0. Let me know, guys. I don't want to go fast, please. But sometimes I don't know my speed with that excitement. Oh, we are doing that and done. So please stop me. So it's good. You should stop me, right? That's good. Okay, no problem. But please slow me down if I'm going fast, right? So next, if the name has been given, we need to put the size. Size has been given as well. but we are only going to be going for dynamically expanding, which is good for us. Next, make sure everyone dynamically expand, otherwise you're gonna get an error, right? So next, and now it's the new ESXi target. For which servers are we about to give that? Suppose those two ESXi servers are hosting the virtual machines of Toronto branch, so or one department if it's such a huge company. So we're gonna just name the target for certain type of, we have to see that these machines are these are for dedicated. So click next, and then I'm gonna show you these machines are dedicated for Toronto branch. So Toronto, you cannot put spaces here. Branch dash branch. Don't put spaces here. Toronto dash branch. Everyone did that? Toronto dash branch.
Yes.
And next.
Add.
So Toronto dash branch.
Yes.
Okay, next. And now we need to add the IP addresses of two ESXi hosts, and these disks will be only available for those and not for any other machine, right? Any other host or server. So click add. Everyone there?
Yeah.
Click add, right? Everyone there? So when you click add, now let's just go down to this enter a value for the selected type. And what is the type? We can go give IQN name, which is actually storage related name, DNS name, IP address, MAC address. So let's just go for the easiest and quickest one, IP address, right? So here the host IP of ESXi01 is 192.168.200.4. 4 is the IP of the first host, ESXi01, and 5 is the IP of the second one. So if you put the first here, click OK, and then click add again. It should look like this when you added the first one, right? So it should be looking like this for everyone.
Yeah.
Now go for the second one and click add again.
Added.
Click add again and go for the value, which is IP address, right? Second one. Everyone there? Okay. IP address 192.168.200.5, right? So now the disks are supposed to be only available remotely for these two servers. That's all. No other server can request them unless you add their IP, right? Press OK, and next. So if the two disks are added, this is just an extra security enabled chap, and a reverse chap is just that from target, from the storage server, if you're offering the disk, there should be a password, and from the requesting server who's requesting the hard disk, there should be an extra layer of authentication. So we can put that, but right now because it's our private environment, we don't need an extra level of secure authentication. Otherwise, in production, we should just know what is it. Okay?
So we are allowing this space, C drive, D drive, whatever, like D drive, E drive,
Yeah, yeah.
mounted to two different servers, or maybe to multiple servers. So now, when you bring up a data store, and you probably suppose you allocate 100 gigabyte. So that 100 gigabyte of that particular data store, is it in one of these drives, or it can be like distributed among multiple?
So the drives will be showing the 2 drives we added here, and or 3 drives we added. The whole storage will be showing as 3 LUNs, 3 logical unit numbers, right? So we can choose, okay, in this LUN we want to create a data store, and what is the size of the data store. So before, when we created, we were seeing 2 disks separate, local storage.
I mean, we did create some data store, right? We
Yeah.
created a data store.
Local storage.
Which was,
Yeah.
which was local to ESXi.
Yes.
So now, if we are creating a data store, we can use it here.
Yes.
And
So-
we can do it from both machines.
Exactly. Yeah. So.
So let me clarify.
Mm-hmm.
So study number 1 is being used by both ESXi and one
can be used by or
this way.
exactly. We don't have to add it to both at the same time, but can be used for both. But we actually have to do it for vMotion. So it has to be one storage where the virtual machine's disk is present, and both ESXi servers should be connected to that one storage, right? So only the virtual machine files, configuration file, and the memory will be traveling from one host to another, while the storage disk will be still there in one storage. So we have, that's why both ESXi server has to be connected to the same storage. For vMotion, for other storage vMotion, we're gonna have two storages then, and we're gonna do that. But yes, for this, they have to be connected to both. Each disk has to be connected to both of them, right? So this is an extra authentication here, right? We don't need that extra, but because we are still, you know, in our private environment and we're pretty secure. So next, but we should know what is this, right?
Now it is the summary what we have.
Yeah, so create that. So first disk is available, 200 GB is now available to be requested by ESXi01. At least the storage side is available. Now we'll go for 2 more disks with the same wizard, but it's going to be a little different from the first one. Only the target we have to choose existing one. Yes, sir.
Now it is showing one.
Enable cap or enable result cap?
No, we did not choose any one of them. Yeah, we just discussed about that.
We are not touching this.
Sorry? What error? Say?
Oh no.
Unknown? Okay. Why this error came? Close. What did you not have today in breakfast? Oh, okay. So, just kidding. Pie? You didn't have pies there. Okay. So, guys, let's just start with the second one. I'll show you, then I'm going to go there, and you can just add the third one as well. If we want to add the second and third, where do we need to go? We need to go to ESXi and go to tasks. Yeah, next and create, right? And then if once it is created, go for new ESXi virtual disk, right? New ESXi virtual disk, and then go for second disk. E was done, and we're not touching C, so F drive is the next one, right? And then
Doesn't actually indicate to you that he is done.
yeah, it does not. So we have to remember ourselves. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, that's what we're gonna be paid for. 40 per hour, 30 per hour, hopefully. So next, and I'm just coming, Imran. So name. Yeah, ESXi02. Oh, ESXi02. Consistency in the disk names. Next, it's 200 GB, yes, but we have to be careful at one place. So dynamically expanding. Exactly. 200 GB dynamically expanding. Everyone doing that? Next, existing ESXi. We have to put it in existing ESXi target, right? Everyone there?
Because there's one target.
Because there's one target for exactly. So this is a bunch of disks.
One target.
Yeah. In one target, we're offering collectively to another one, to at least one, not separate targets. Otherwise, requester initiator will not get the second target. It will have to do extra steps there as well. So if this is the case, existing is default. We do not change that. And next, now we don't have to tell it which servers to go to. Existing target already has added the 2 servers. So next and create, right? Create. It's created.
Yeah.
Close. Go for tasks third time and new ESXi virtual disk. Okay, I'm coming there. So G drive. Let's just click next and do the same setup. I'll just quickly check in to now. Ooh, at one he needs names now. Okay, so let's just go for that installation. Okay, so what happened to our? Seriously, I always open my local environment. Okay.
VMVC is still
Oh,
working.
it's almost
Still in progress.
Oh, successful! Woohoo!
Oh.
Okay. So, hey, I'm first after a long time.
No.
Unusual. God, man. Okay, so if you see this, anyone reached this window on VMVC?
No.
Yes.
Anyone?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm on the next one.
Huh? Don't be on the next
It
one.
is
This
saying
one.
upgrade or
Done?
install.
Oh, done. Okay. Cool. So, guys, don't close it. Don't. No. It's just offering close here, right?
Close it.
So don't close, guys. Anyone? Keep this window here. Let's just complete our setup there.
True.
I close it.
Log in the server again. Log in again.
Too late now. You closed it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so guys, VM storage, is it done for everyone? VM storage.
VM storage is done.
So let me just complete the G drive here as well. iSCSI03.
You are behind us.
Next. I was there. Come on.
I hope you can.
Okay. Catch up. Which one?
Install.
Okay. Dynamically. Next. And yeah, done. Okay. Next. Create. Okay. Once this is done, server side is okay. Now let's go to the VMVC and check it out. How we can access that, and then see some of the internal environment, all the features there.
Click on the screen. Click on the screen.
Somebody's
Oh,
Just click on it.
you are remotely controlling.
No.
no, yours.
Right there. Your screen, the white screen. Anywhere.
Easy
No.
coverage.
Sometimes it's done in the background and in the front it's not showing. But yeah,
that's exactly
but let's
what I
keep
was
it going better than.
Don't click.
Let's not click the close, right? So okay, guys. While this is done, so for the video we have to carry on. First of all, what's the message here after the successful installation? Post installation steps is vCenter server is installed in evaluation mode, and active vCenter server by using the activate by using the vSphere web client within 60 days. The same message we were getting for, when we were connecting from the web client for individual ESXi hosts, 60 days was there. So, and when the evaluation period expired, so guys, at that time you all have the keys for 1 year, right? So you can actually activate that, but let's just go for 60 days for now. Second thing is use a VSphere web client. So we're gonna use web client to manage vCenter server. Log in with the single sign-on administrator account which we created, which is administrator at vSphere. So we need to remember that administrator at vSphere.local, and this is the link to log in from. So we are there already. So we can just click directly or copy paste this. Seriously, why am I copying? We just click. Okay, so everyone there? Majority of us are there. Okay, minority of us are there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what
No,
happens when
no,
you click
this is. Oh, you clicked already. You closed already,
This is
right?
The next screen.
the next screen.
The other one, the next tab, you should go to. So okay, guys, let me just show you that what's there. Whenever you reach there, your next click will be this one, right? So when we click here, and it's going for vcsa.vmwaredomain.local/vsphere-client, right? This will be our permanent address from now on to go log into vCenter and do all the stuff. So your connection is not private, yeah, whatever. So go for advanced here. If you, majority of us, actually all of us, it's better to go for Google Chrome. Many of the features might not be fully functional, or it's gonna give us problem in Internet Explorer that has been experienced in 5.5 as well. So click advanced here and proceed to vcsa.vmwaredomain.local. Unsafe, very, very unsafe. Enter at your own risk. So click that. Okay, so well, it's just done.
No,
But yeah, let's keep it still. Yeah, yeah, it's okay. It should be still proceeding further. So launch application, external protocol request. Yeah, vCSA administrator. So if you click launch application, so what happened when you click that link there? It should just come to this one, right? So now we already saw the web client, which is just connecting us to a single ESXi server. Now this is vCenter, right? So it should have offer all the other features that Central Dashboard vCenter offers. So what are we doing here? Administrator at, what should we write here now? At vSphere.local, vSphere.local, and the password is not the domain administrator password. It's the password, that complex one, where the extra 123 is there as well, right? It's not just the class password, but extra 123 as well. So let's just try that. Actually, enter. Later we're gonna use the Windows session as well, but right now, okay, launch application again. Google Chrome needs to launch an external blah blah blah, and VMware client integration plugin is being installed. So launch. Oh, I should have put that remember my selection. Okay, so let's log into this, and it's still logging in, and still logging in, still. So doop. Okay, thinking. It is starting where? It's starting inside ESXi 02.
Just go to VCSA. Close that thing.
It where?
It's irrelevant. Then go to
Oh, then yeah, maybe the password. It's okay, doesn't matter.
then go to VCSA.
Guys, it should open like this.
We're using the new password with 123.
Exactly. So we're using the new password with last one simple 123 as well, right? Guys, let me know if you're getting any problems, or how many are done. Okay, all. So minority is done. Error again. Master is doing. Oh, then it's okay. As long as, sorry, you were saying minority is done. Majority is still waiting. So, oh, so only me and. Okay, cool. So you're connecting now, right? Wherever it says launch application, So guys, it looks like this. VMware vCenter, and it's a lot of features that we need to go through one by one and configure our basic environment. But we need to check if everyone's there. So let me know if there are errors coming. So what? Understand what's going on. Resume now, and going for the rest of the slides as well, and we done the vCenter as well. So what we did now, let's just see it in the diagram. What we have done is here. So we are, yes sir.
I'm able to log in with root username
Oh.
and password. Will it be different, or?
It will be just root, so the features will be less, and it is just that ESXi one that you're connecting to.
We need to say if we are there inside, can we do something?
Yeah, we can. What features do you see? So if you go there, do you see like this?
Yeah, we
So yeah, single sign-on is not there. Single sign-on is just administrator and vSphere, but still the features are available. Let's see what features we can implement still. Better thing, guys, appliance, we do not plan to continuously use that. Sorry, you were saying?
I log on and
Yeah, it works both ways, but single sign-on will not be there. Single sign-on for other. So for that, you must have the administrator at vSphere or Windows authentication, right? But guys, one more thing. We are not going for appliance because we're gonna be taking down these ESXi for certain reasons. For some of the tests, we have to restart them as well, right? So we cannot restart the ESXi01 while the vCenter is inside ESXi01 as well, right? So that's why we can start the second installation, which is kind of straightforward. But there we have vCenter installed. We're going to be installing on top of Windows, right? So in our scenario, we needed to know how to install appliance. Oh, am I recording that? So in our scenario, we need to know. Oh yeah, we're recording that how to install appliance, but it's not practical in our environment to go on with that. When we do vMotion or when we are configuring anything, when we are doing the network card change, the appliance will be disconnected. This means the vCenter will face a lot of disconnectivity during our labs, and in certain labs we need the vCenter to be online while the ESXi might reboot or some of the services might restart. And if vCenter is not there, some of the labs we cannot even do, right? So it is good if we install it as a separate independent vCenter, right? Now we know how to install appliance. What's the logic of that? We started the setup on Windows machine, but we installed remotely in ESXi02, right? We do not need that for continuous other labs implementation. So
then it doesn't have to rely on the ESXi host.
it doesn't have to,
Alive.
exactly, because it has to be 24/7 running, and we need to restart services for experimentation and tests.
So they're no longer connected.
Yeah,
Directly.
exactly. So we understand that. Huh?
Yes, good.
Woohoo.
So,
Keep going.
Woohoo.
sorry, so to log on, you were asking not to use root, you have to use
Root, then we don't use single sign-on then. Single sign-on means many of the other update manager, and there were 3 more extra services plugins that were introduced that they will not be accessible.
Okay, so you
It's
use
administrator at vsphere.local, which is the main recommended, and it's going to let you log into the domain of vSphere, which means single sign-on will be available for all the other roles that we're going to be adding later as well. At vsphere.local, and the password was that special password, right? Yeah, Minaj, what happened? Okay, so far no error, right?
So the network address will be the one that we create in the DNS record.
Yes. Yep. Okay, guys. Yep. Okay. So that was yawn. Ugh. Okay. So, but that's good, guys. Are we ready for vSphere installation on top of Windows?
How long it takes?
Very long. Not very long, like it's half an hour. Right, it's very straightforward installation. It's next finish. It might then we have to sit till 2:30, which is kind of we can do, right? For today. Oh, 2. You guys are leaving at 2. Okay.
I will watch the video and do it in the morning.
That's good. So, guys, let's go ahead. If
I can close my server.
you're leaving now,
Yeah.
okay. So those who are leaving it, so properly close your machines. Better to take a snapshot. Okay.
Will be doing this on VMVC?
VMVC.
Can it run simultaneously while I'm doing the other one?
No. So VMVC will give errors if it finds another vCenter already there, right?
It's the one that's running.
Yeah. So you're already running that. In fact, because I want everyone to be logged in, but let's just try to see what we can do inside the vCenter now. Whoever is logged in can see that, and video is there. You can follow that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just go ahead and go inside the vCenter and put that Magnifico. Seriously, where's that? Oh, this is the one. Okay, so there's that vCenter and vCenter inventory list, hosts and clusters, VMs and templates, and storage, right? So we have, so if we go to hosts and clusters, if we go to hosts and clusters, then welcome. So, and if we expand anything, there's nothing expands, but when we try to right click, we can create a data center. We can create a new folder just for organization of that. So if there's a branch, we can create a folder called Toronto, and then under that we can create a name of a data center. What is data center? Oh, it's I'm in here, host and cluster.
You are in
Host and cluster. Oh, seriously, what happened? Okay, so once we go there, right click and data center. In the data center, when we add the data center, we can have extra features available. HA is available and DRS is available when we create a data center, right? And also HA is high availability and DRS distributed resource scheduler, which actually takes care of all the memory, hard disk, memory processing and hard disk, right? For us, but memory processing is the main, right? So we can, after putting the data center there, then we can add hosts one by one. Now I don't want to do that, but shall I do that? So then first of all this, okay, new data center we can create and then add hosts inside that, but we can also go for now just the storage edition as well. We can let's just try to see the whole environment first. So there's a host and cluster where we can create a data center and then we can add hosts to it, right? And then there is VMs and templates. If we have created the virtual machines, it's going to show here. If we go back to home again, then the storage comes, right? So we can create a new storage here as well. When the storage option is coming here, then we can go for, so those icons are available on top here as well. And if we go back home, on the left side as well, these are the same things: host and clusters and VM and template storage, and also networking. So if we go for networking, also if we have something there to network, if we have something there to add storage to, then it's going to show anything, right? So for that, if we add the hosts together, then we can only see all the other options as well. Then there are policies and profiles and hybrid cloud manager. So if you have vCloud connectivity, vRealize orchestrator. There were so many questions in the foundation exam for vRealize, and I did not realize that. So yeah, I mean, they are really after half of the questions for the foundation exam was we realized this, we realized that, we realized this, and then I realized when it was over. So that we need to realize what is okay. I won't. Okay, vRealize is automation of processes when we are connecting to cloud, and as well as hybrid environments where you have local hosts available, and then you are connected with cloud, and there you have virtual machines as well. So vRealize makes automation possible for the processes there, migrations there, or so mostly it is operational feature where you can automate repetitive tasks, right? For whatever daily tasks you're doing, it has a lot of options for that, but we're gonna go in the end. For that, we need to really understand how to actually go ahead with the environment we in hand. So right now I really can't resist start doing that data center.
Yeah.
So let's just do that, because you have the video, you could just start that, right?
Yeah.
So new data center here. So right click where? If I go home, go to hosts and clusters, right? We just are trying to understand that it's just a basic infrastructure we are creating, right? So host and cluster, and then we right click and create new data center. Now what wizard starts from here, and we can also create a new folder just for organization of all the host machines if we have a lot of host machines, right? But we're gonna use that later. So new data center, when we click there, so data center name, suppose one is Toronto, not Toronto, so that's not a new name. So Toronto, and second could be New York, right? So press OK. So it's still under construction. So data centers, now we have one. So I'm just clicking here, and there's a Toronto data center showing here, right? So now data center is showing here. Now we have many options here, right? So there is create a new data center and add a host. That's what we intend to do here. And then there is create a new cluster for advanced features, create a new data center cluster, data store cluster, and then we can go for, you know, create a distributed switch. So on data center level, we can add a lot of features that we're going to go one by one and try to discover those. But right now, if I want to add a host, which is ESXi 02, actually two hosts this VM as well. Let's just go for ESXi 01 at least to add a data center. What happened, Stephen? So let's go up there to Navigator, and data center is showing there. But if we go and press home again, are you there? Click home. So host and cluster, right? Then when you go to host cluster, now Toronto should be showing there. It's showing there, right? It's okay. Then yeah, we can expand. Yeah, we can right click here as well. All those features are in right click also available, right? Okay guys, so add host is there, new cluster is there, new folder is there, distributed switch is there, new virtual machine we can directly create. But let's just try to go for an add host and see what's the wizard offering, right? Click add host, right? So host name or IP address, we know that. So it's ESXi 01 dot VMware domain. Now I'm really relying on my DNS, our DNS.
You will find it without you.
No, so let's not go for IP address. Let's. Okay. So ESXi 01 dot VMware domain dot local. Still go for. Okay. So next. So first we put that there. Next. Now what password are we giving here? Okay, that was quick. That is good. Let's see if it discovers with. Now through DNS we are doing that. If it would have just added with IP address right away, but through DNS, so our DNS better be working now, right? But if through IP address we add hosts in the data center, we will be confused which host are we looking at, right? So the only practice, if not the best practice, only, you know, that's how we should put it, by name. So our DNS better be working, right? You can put IP address here, but it's, you know, then you have 20 machines and you don't know which machine is that if you just look at the IP address, right? We're gonna see that when it happens. So I'm just relying on my DNS. Next, and we created those A records already in the start. So okay, so far so good. It's
on me it is I put root and ABC 123,
which is good. So this should come.
so it is saying cannot contact the specified host ESXi 01.
But did you put the FQDN?
Remove the VMware local. It's not correct.
VMware domain.local. You can just put one.
Just put ESXi 01 and post yeah, that's one.
Hey, that's good. Yeah. So press yes. So you know, sometimes we have two domains, more than one. So that's why, you know, FQDN is also good. But if it works with that, thank you for that suggestion. So we should also go with that, right? So press yes. You know, it's just a certificate, self-signed certificate. Does it work? So there, it detects that we already created one virtual machine there, so it detects that, right?
Yes.
Next, assign license, evaluation license, 60 days. We're good. All the features are still okay. So nothing to do here.
Lockdown mode.
So we are on a lockdown. Okay, what is a lockdown mode? So when enabled, lockdown mode prevents remote users from logging directly into the host. What does that mean? What we were doing before that, we were going to the URL, we are putting the web client address and directly connecting to ESXi host. If we put it to enabled like this, okay, normal and strict are also there, but if it is enabled, then only vCenter can connect now. And if somebody else want to actually, just to learn, hey, I'm a junior admin, I will learn everything, so I want to connect myself, I cannot, okay. So vCenter has password protection, only enterprise administrator or high top VMware admin can log in. So it's good to enable that. But if we don't enable that and we are able to connect separately as well, this is good for our troubleshooting as well, right? If we are stuck somewhere, we want to, so through vCenter sometimes the services are frozen. We're trying to make some changes and it's frozen, it's just not moving anything. So we would want to connect separately to check out if what's wrong with that. In our case, we can just go directly to that ESXi console as well, right? DCUI, direct console user interface, right? DCUI. But in production environment, you cannot do that, right? In production environment, you have to then go to the data center wherever it is and get approval for that, and then go directly and check that. So in production environment, you have two ways: either you connect directly, as we were doing before, or you connect through vCenter or through SSH as well. But again, this should be the second path, but it is also a security issue. You want separate individual connections be allowed, so it's at your own risk. You can do that in production environment. Production environment, normally it's not, it is enabled in where I saw. But for troubleshooting, if it is disabled, we can still remotely connect, right? So we do understand what it is, but we have to follow what is good for our lab, right? Mm-hmm.
So if it is, let's say, enabled, vCenter for some reason is
frozen or not connecting, so
can we still
walk.
from the host? Because now the vCenter has no more.
But if the lockdown is enabled, you cannot connect to that host from individual web client.
Even if vCenter is crashed?
Yeah, it doesn't know that vCenter is connected or not. Host, as far as host is concerned, you cannot connect from web client or individual root. You cannot connect from root. But there are disaster recovery scenarios where you cannot connect from root. There are other built-in accounts we can create for such scenarios where only top-level administrator would create those separate accounts and give those accounts full high-level privileges to do whatever they want in emergency. And they are always given, just secretly to high-level administrators, that if somehow web individual doesn't work, it's frozen. When you go in the data center, it's still frozen there as well. So some high-level accounts, that root account is also not working, then you go for some other accounts as well. In the security chapter, we're going to do that. So we're going to try to set up some more accounts that have more privileges and are, can be used for disaster recovery as well, right? So, okay, here when enabled, lockdown mode prevents remote users. Okay, if you are unsure what to do, leave lockdown mode disabled. You can configure lockdown mode later by editing security profile, where we're going to go and check everything, right? So normal is the host is accessible only through the local console or vCenter server, which is normal. Strict is the host is accessible only through vCenter. The DCUI service is stopped, right? So directly we cannot then access that. So let's keep it to disabled for now. We just know that, and we will later visit this security profile, and we're going to try to do some testing by enabling and then test, and then disabling or putting it on normal, then test, and strict, and then test, right? So for now, disabled. Okay, next, in production you would enable that. Well, according up to you, but mostly I see that it's enabled. Okay, so this is the data center. It's saying VM location. It used to be computing written here for, or maybe it's coming. No, it's not. So right now, if I select, nothing there showing. So next, and there you go. So logged on mode disabled, which means we can individually connect as well as through vCenter we can connect, right? So this is created here, guys. Again, I'm doing this because we don't have time for vCenter on Windows installation, right? So next week we're gonna at once we come, we just start that installation in the background, but we need to get rid of this guy. But we're gonna do exactly the same thing in vCenter, and that's going to be our permanent, actually, vCenter we're gonna use on top of Windows, because it's separately available even when we restart ESXi host or restart some services, and it will not be disconnected just because of that, or we will have connection at least to vCenter directly, right?
We're not use vSphere client.
We are not going for vSphere Appliance for the rest of the course.
Okay.
At least we're not using that as a vCenter. But we should know how to install it. Now when we install vCenter on top of Windows, you're gonna see exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we
Except
should know what is the
like
scenario.
Like during that installation, for instance, if something happened to my house.
Yeah.
that
So
could- that
definitely.
could cause exactly.
Exactly.
And with this other installation, that could happen.
It's an independent separate machine. So we are in, a better say, it's better plan to go for a separate installation instead of VM. Although VM has been given all the features, but it's better to go there. So guys, right now I'm disconnected. Okay, anything else? Okay, and I'm connected back. Thank you, whoever's doing that, or just the cable moved. So Toronto, let's just go down to Toronto, and there you go, the first host is showing there, right? Now I can just go for right click on the top level and go for new data center and add the second host as well, right? So ESXi 01 is in Toronto, so in New York it will be, that's the structure we're going to create. Press OK. So when we're doing it again, we're just going to go fast. So if the second New York is created, I'm just going to add the second host to that. But later we can change the host. We can actually drag and drop the host from one data center to another as well, right? So here as well, now we go for Sir Ola's recommendation, and we go for, you've been knighted today, Sir Ola. Okay, so ESXi 02. So 02, hello, 2, yeah, you, 2. Okay, so ESXi 02 without FQDN, but the best practice is go for FQDN. Okay, root and password, next. Yeah, the certificate. Anybody following this? So now we see the second one has vCSA Appliance as well as VM02, which we created, right? So it shows without disturbing anything so far. Next. Evaluation license, yes, here's evaluation. Next. Yeah, we want to keep the lockdown mode disabled for now, but we're gonna do some later testing on when we are going for security profile. And there's the location, VM location, which is New York. And next.
It is again given me the cannot contact the specified host New York.
So again, do what Ola said, Sir Ola said. So next, finish. So what we have 2 data centers now. Well, it's appearing now. It's gonna take time a little.
Give me the option to change.
And we have to add host to New York.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, it's loading now, and if it shows like this, still it's in the process of loading, so it might show disconnected in the start, but it just loads the whole thing, right? So the 2 hosts are loaded as well. What we needed to do was I wanted to add the storage as well, but that's too much doing without nobody following me. So, but it's the video, right? We're gonna repeat that with vCenter on Windows. So we're gonna repeat that, right?
We're going to do all of this second.
At least these few steps.
Right.
So
I want to ask you that is confusing is from where the New York started.
oh, here. Do you see this green one?
So should I cancel it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that is what I new data center. Yeah.
Yes. right? Run the wizard, right? Okay, good. So it is showing like that. And one more thing, guys, storage. Oh, sorry, manage storage, then manage. Guys, I'm just recording it in the video so you can just see that, but we're going these are very simple steps that we can repeat, and it will be very quickly, we can repeat later. But right now I just wanted to show that where is the remote storage, right? I hope it's going to work for me. So if I go to storage here, so I'm in storage here, and then going to manage, then going to storage adapter, right? Just showing you, but we're gonna do that, understand that as well later as well. I do not want the right side one, or I'll just close that now. We have to add that, yeah. So I just wanted to add one of the disks. So if I go to storage adapters and add a new adapter, don't worry, we're going to be doing that later as well. I just wanted to show in the video or try to test our storage related configuration, right?
So we are on different topic now?
Yeah, see this? Do you see the silver guy here?
I'm almost at the end of this.
Okay, finish. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now,
yeah, so do you see the silver can?
yes.
Okay, so click that and go. Did you click that?
Yes, yes.
And go to manage
Yes.
and go to storage. I just wanted to check if we have connectivity to our remote storage, right? So go to storage, you're there. Manage,
Manage, yes.
and then third one. My mouse is shivering on the third one. Shivering. Yep. No, so okay, let's go home and go to storage here, right? So click that. Yeah, that's where you are. So let's go for right click and it's loading, still loading here. Hey, seriously, you're right. Yeah. So let's just go to storage here. The manage actually came after some time. So is it still loading for you? Manage your licenses. Refresh. Okay. Refresh. Oops. Allow. And internal error. Sorry, you were saying? Oh, sorry. I just did the thing. Yeah. You got that error as well? Okay. Avokar, you're able to see that?
Yeah, I got back. Now it's showing New York and Toronto.
Okay. No, but you just wanted to go for storage? Guys, so
When you select Toronto and go to manage, it doesn't show that storage.
it does not show. So see this? We are in the storage now. It's properly showing all the stuff related to storage and the two data centers as well, right? So F5 it and just refresh the screen and right, and then we go for manage here. Well, it's better to do it together, but
Yes, then
and manage and then go for vCenter settings here. Oh, that's just storage, seriously. Go for the virtual machine here, data store there. So go to New York level or Toronto, just click that
okay.
data center. Now go to manage.
Data center.
Yeah, first on the data center, New York.
Okay.
You're still there, right?
Yes.
So if we try to do a right click, can you see new data store?
Where is new data store?
Storage there.
Yeah, that's right.
Now
Yes.
this is new data store, but we still did not add the remote storage. If we start creating a new data store, it's going to create locally on the on the local disks of ESXi 01 or 2, right? So this is what first thing I wanted to show, that okay, new data store is here, but what I wanted to actually configure was still in the network part of that, storage adapters. I wanted to add the storage adapters. So I'm just gonna, oh, there it is. Seriously. So go to storage adapters. So guys, now I'm showing this. If you are in host and clusters, if you go to your particular host, right, then you go for, so at that time it was not showing. When you press F5 and it gave the error, then it started showing. It's just terribly slow. If we had vCenter on top of the Windows, then it would perform better, but it's working on top of ESXi 02 right now, so we need a huge amount of memory to do that. Okay, not that huge. So are you able to see that?
Yes.
Stephen, is you able to see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if the storage, yeah, Mr. Shine,
Yeah.
storage adapters, storage adapters are there, and if we can slide that down, there is these storage adapters, but we're going to just add a new storage adapter here, new ESXi adapter, software ESXi adapter, right? Everyone sees that with the plus sign.
Yeah.
Just wanted to, a new software ESXi adapter will be added to the list. Yeah. After it has been added, select the adapter and use the adapter details section to complete the configuration. We are adding a new software ESXi adapter, right? Press OK. Yeah.
I don't see the storage adapter, I do see storage providers.
But did you click the plus sign? So at the end, now you should see a ESXi adapter here. So plus sign. Did you see the plus sign?
Yes.
When you click plus sign, it's the new storage adapter.
No, it's not giving me that at all. It's giving me a different screen.
Oh, are you on the storage devices or adapters? Just check all the manage storage adapters.
Go to New York, then go down and select ESXi 02.
Just compare the board.
And you will see
Yeah.
storage.
Compare the board. So if we click this one, VMHBA, we're gonna repeat that, but I just wanted to put it in the video. Wow, serious. Here,
Yeah, VMHBA is there.
seriously, I'm just gonna close that down because I need to see that. Okay, so VMHBA. So when you click that and go to target,
Mine is one.
seriously, I need to make that bigger.
3.3 is also there. They are not on the single one.
So,
Yes, sir.
I do see storage devices, I'm in there,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't see the SCSI.
Yeah. So storage adapters. You're in. So see the board. Storage adapters.
Storage adapters, okay.
Yeah.
Do you see plus sign? Green one.
Okay, nice.
Click that.
And then software SCSI adapter.
Yeah. So and then click next. That's it. Click that and press yes. So now if you're selecting this VMHBA, the devices and the paths and the targets are there, right? So if you click target, yeah, yes, where is it?
VMHBA1 SCSI
No, see the board, yeah, VMHBA 33.
adapter.
Go down.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Seen that one.
So now if you click that,
Yes.
then go to target. See the board? Yeah.
Target.
Target. Okay, there. So click add. What are we adding here, guys?
Dynamic discovery.
You're adding your
Right.
No,
SCSI
target.
2, 3, and
Where is target?
So again, if I, yeah, you're right. So cancel. Everyone on target here.
I don't see it.
Target stores have closed already. Oh, okay. No. So it's this. You're seeing the VMHBA.
Yes.
then go down.
It's at the bottom, maybe you have to.
What number?
Bottom is
So the
not.
bottom is good.
Yeah, you have to do this thing.
Oh yeah, you have to close the on the right side this one.
This maybe down.
No, okay guys, so if those were not following but were not able to follow, but if you want to go, but try to just we're just confirming if we have,
32, is that okay?
yeah, okay. So 33, everyone sees target here?
Yeah, yeah.
Good. Hey, Ola, you're in good hands, man. Yeah. Add, when you click add, now which IP address are we putting here? Whose IP address are we putting here? 192.168.200 dot, yeah.
The storage.
Mhm.
The target of the storage.
Yeah.
Where's the
Storage, exactly, the storage server. So what is the IP of the storage server? 3, right? 192.168.200.3. This is our VM storage, right? This one.
Yeah.
Local server and 3 should be coming here now. Monday, Sunday. Yeah, it's there. 200.3 and yeah, it's the same. Yeah, we just okay. So 200.3.
I missed the target, boss.
Yeah.
I missed the target, boss.
Press OK. Due to recent configuration changes, a rescan of this storage adapter is recommended. Thank you very much. Okay. So now rescan. It just says rescan the whole thing. So this is the rescan button, Mr. Shahid. That's it.
Well, after target, I don't see the ad.
Oh yeah, it's really hidden down there.
Hidden and it's not coming out.
Yeah, mine, I like my screen to see mine. That's one of the bad things with all this.
Yeah.
This one. It's so weird. Why is this?
vSphere.local. पहुंच गए.
Okay. So what is fully qualified name?
IP which is 200.3. IP 200.3 is okay. No, automatically. So when you click add, now port is already there. So
It's just the screen. It's not
what are you saying? Yeah, we have to make it up and down and.
Play with the.
I'm playing with it. Don't worry. I'm putting it.
Ola, you're in good hands. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay. You're in good bazooka. Chakunda. He just ate chakunda. He just thought about chakunda. Okay, guys. So rescan like this. This button. When you click that, so it shows this window. Yeah, just rescan for the whole thing. Press OK. Well, when it rescans, do we see something in the devices? 3 disks. We got the remote storage by the neck. Oh no, okay, we got it. Target, add. If you put the correct, IP address, did you, Mr. Shahid?
Yes, I did already.
So go to this. Go to this.
We'll have to make you go back a second.
Okay, where? Go back. Yeah.
No,
Yes, sir.
when we
Where?
go to the adapter and the target.
Yes. So did you click the adapter?
Yeah. I did
Then
that.
you went to target. Then you click add. So target.
I didn't see the target ad.
Target. You're on the target. Target store.
Target. No.
And then add. You don't see the target. You're not targeting the target.
No, you. Okay. Wait, hold on, sir. I'll do it again.
If you have clicked the right card, VM HBA 33 or 32.
Mine is 32.
Yeah, click that.
Okay.
Now you should see below the target
I
store.
think I'm on the wrong interface. That's
Oh, so compare this.
You're on storage adapters, yeah.
Manage storage adapters, and all right.
Storage adapters.
So we see the 3 disks, right? We're good. Yeah.
Did you see ad?
So his phone is not showing.
Mine is different.
It's not showing. The
Okay.
tabs.
So guys, well, I've added the 3 disks and remote storage is accessible. I'm just gonna stop the video here. I'm not gonna come to your screen, and when we create a new VM or new data store, it's gonna show us the 3 disks as well, 3 remotes runs as well, right?
I'm somewhere else.